So I see what we're going to do here. We're going to about deposit that 5, and then hopefully we're probably going to go and fuck that wall. Pojo is going to be heading to his usual south opener. Do you think he's going to go ranch this then?
I think you wait to see some of the hints before making that decision. But Pojo's been able to do it.
Oh, you see what that was?
I did not see that. I saw ice arrows in TF Grass Grotto for Pojo.
That's a huge speed up for Mervo. Problem is, he's going to do Dodongos with K-Sword because that bomb bag was Goron Mask.
Oh. Oh, well, Cafe doesn't have that.
Cafe doesn't have that, that's for sure. So we got ice arrows, and we got a bottle. And so Terminal Field pretty much going to have a lot of important items, so it's really good to be full clearing that. Yeah, so far we got a Beaver Race hint, a Stone Tower Temple Foolish.
Fully foolish.
Only foolish. We could get some weird logic reduction, but most likely it's Elegy on the boss blue white.
Muervo comboing jump slashes very well on the first Dodongo.
He's getting close to losing that purple. He's opting to pick up that purple now. West Clock down 1. That is Goron Mask.
Stone Tower 0.
He's playing it very risky, and he gets it. Stone Tower dead. Boat Arch. Milk Road 1. Baby Seed.
So it was Milk Road 1.
This is going to really work out with Pojo, because Pojo's going to get that Milk Road. He's probably going to get that Gorman Bros race, and that will probably be the progression. Because it cannot be Keaton's Quiz. Cannot be Keaton's Quiz, so we know that for sure. It could be the Great Big Coast map purchase. We're just not sure yet.
Yes, audience. Milk Road has one important item. There is one item that is required in Milk Road to logically finish the seed, and the rest of Milk Road can be ignored. It could be on Tingle. It could be on Horse Race. Not a lot of checks in Milk Road.
I feel like already having so many gold chips.
Alright.
That's pretty good. And Mervo doesn't know any of the hints, but he might be considering to check a Boston Grotto, especially the one right next to the Dodongos. This is a pretty good check.
Yeah, Muervo opening west and taking a peek at that bomb bag. Not a common opener in competitive MMR, but pays off very well as Muervo's got a 1 mask of extra speed for the early game. Meanwhile, I believe Zora Hall was just declared foolish on Pojo's end.
I did not get to see that, but I will believe you on that. So we have enough time, so we're going to instantly go to do our res mix-up. Problem is for Mervo. Mervo does not have that root key, so Mervo's not going to be able to check knife exchanges.
That's where the game hit for us here. Seahorse's Bottle of Gold Dust not required. A nice double there. You know Seahorse's is dead and the Gold Dust tournament is dead. The Front Runner's happy to see that. So Muervo's still got to see it himself.
I'll get our horse race. We're getting our time prog from Mervo. Mervo does have the music persisting, does not have any grotto or interior music, so we are going to be able to hear recording that track.
Yeah, Pojo on the trail of that Milk Road, one important item hints. Is it Horse Race? We're about to find out in a minute.
Pojo is taking that inner line, so I expect him to probably get at least a 47. Will Mr. Obbs actually go to Obbs right now?
Mr. Obbs did not go to Obbs.
It would be a really good time to progress your time right now.
Maybe Mr. Obbs is paying homage to the popular streaming suite.
Here comes the time prog. Bad news, he will be missing out on Gorm Bros race on day 1, but that will be perfectly fine. There's pretty much nothing that could be on Gorm Bros race besides Cafe's mask. Commentator's curse.
Well, I mean, the nice thing from over here is that Gorman race is available all 3 days during the day.
Yeah.
So still plenty of time, plenty of opportunity to pick it up.
Plenty of opportunity, but the problem is Pojo will be able to actually collect on Midnight Meeting. He does have a routine. And it is actually Fire Arrows.
Fire Arrows.
Is bailed out, especially with an early hint in a Spear 0. 2 Spear Heroes, important counts, already done. Great Fairy Sword found on Aroma in office.
Yeah, Madame Aroma came to fight today. GFS from Muervo. Would have been nice to have that for those Dodongos.
Would have been, but Mervo ain't sweating about it.
So Pojo's haul so far: Fire Arrows, Ice Arrows, a bottle, a room key.
Yeah.
Only the bottle really offers a lot of early game progression here.
Will he probably... Oh, is that magic? Damn. All we need is a bow, and then we pretty much almost just do... here's the bow. Here's the bottle.
Another bottle.
So we're about to be able to do a tempo soon. We just need a bow. Not getting those jump slashes, perfectly fine. Time of day routing is still pretty good because he's able to get Aroma in office right after.
Yeah, at around 10:50 or so, Madam Aroma will have a meeting with a few people and be unavailable for about an hour.
The third big gold trim.
Good slash.
Captain's hat. That's going to route pretty well with Goron.
Wow, was that a... That was a TF pillar.
Yep. And we have a Camaro's mask that is projectile locked right now. A little bit too expensive, perfectly fine. Mervo is collecting more money because he already spent most of his money. He's going to still need it for West Clocktown because he is unsure about the West Clocktown yet. He has not seen the West Clocktown nor the Milk Road for the town.
Yeah, one goal of the South Opener is to build up rupees from many of these early checks so that you can spend them on Tingle, on the West Clocktown shop, on the shop after Old Lady. That purchase takes 90. So there's plenty of need for rupees in the Majora's Mask early game.
Yeah, and usually if you do have to purchase your bomb bag early, it does really detriment your bank routing really early. And so it could be like usually a last location, but in the end, it's probably not going to be, especially when we do find that West Clocktown IC on Railroad's End. And luckily for our runners, no bank 2, no bank 3, non-hinted stuff. This should be a very clean seat. And then here's ice arrows from Verva, or the bottle, and then ice arrows right after.
And then it'll be ice in the grotto.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed Muevo taking those 40 rupees from that tree in southeast Terminal Field. A nice source of rupees in the early game.
Good
Don't
rupee.
overlook it, MM players.
Honestly, don't know where he's going to go next. He's probably going to be heading to south. That's probably my best bet. He's going to head to south. He might have enough time to do GTG, but besides that, he'll have to go to Ops. He'll have no other option for any other check, really.
Yeah, Muevo's staying on night 1. Seems interested in the Old Lady check at 12:20 a.m. in North Clocktown. It's, you know, one of the pillars around which MM openers are built. Those, you know, early game, time of day, Sphere 0 checks.
What was that? That was North Clocktown Importance, but I think it was North Clocktown 3, maybe? So
3.
far, we found Magic. We've
Yeah.
seen a Camaro's Mask. We've not seen Old Lady or Human Non-Human, DPG. We know it's not Keenan's Quiz, and it could be Postbox.
Yeah.
That's all we know so far.
Yeah, we know Keaton's Quiz cannot be important or required thanks to that Milk Road 1 IC. A bit of logical reasoning there.
I did not get to see what was on the tree, but it shouldn't be anything too important. Not the tree, the forest roof HP.
Yeah, whatever it is, wherever we need a projectile,
Mervo is going for it though. It might be a bow. Bomb bag.
Bomb bag. Yeah, it is very
really
possible.
Good one to get out of logic, especially when they just found Captain's Hat recently in Termina Field.
Yeah, I mean, their C's can get through without bombs, but bombs are a very valuable tool in a runner's arsenal, enabling a lot of handy tech, especially with Goron.
They probably have time to do Goron Treasure Game and probably even Honey and Darling, but they're opting to deposit all their money right now.
Yes, they have 5 in the bank, remember. Oh no, they actually got an extra
because
deposit
they deposited 5, then they did 99 for the Dongos, and then they deposited the rest after change for the Goron.
Alright, then
So-
Mervo's close to bank 1.
Mervo's going to lose a lot of time here, because Mervo is not checking any hints. He's under the impression, you found something good here, you should be full clearing it. Newsflash, importance count is basically as good as full exchange. Nothing really lost here. That side hop probably would have thrown his mental out the window though if he just failed that sort.
Yeah, Pocho turning Swordsman's School down. You usually see it in the South Opener, but Pocho depositing all the rupees after buying Goron.
The reason Pojo did that because he has already gotten the West Clocktown importance in, so he's basically not to really check that. But the thing I would still be checking is Poston's minigame. Because Poston's minigame is a treasure trove of logic shenanigans.
What's the West Clocktown IC again?
West Clocktown IC was Goron Mask on the bomb bag purchase.
Okay, so it was just an IC1.
Yeah, IC1.
All right, well, yeah, that's solved.
Yep.
We have no need for bank today.
Another Goron Mask, by the way, that's important. Usually Goron Mask is the one mask that isn't important, even though it locks 3 songs. It's still mostly plausible to finish the seed without a Goron Mask. Goron Reyes holds Romani's mask, not required, so we know it at least doesn't lock. And since Mervo failed it, and he's poor on rupees, he's going to have to leave and re-enter. North Clocktown 3 was it. So,
yes.
Magic, Camaro's mask, and that's all we know so far.
Yeah, Magic is Sphere 0. We can confirm that as important at the very least.
Mervo is opting to skip that now. He might go for the Gossip Dollars, and then he's going to be pretty much relieved that he doesn't need to do Postman's minigame. But he's going to be a little upset about the Swordsman's School.
Stone Tower foolish. Boat archery off the table.
That's the
There it
West Clocktown
is.
one.
There was the WCT one.
He might read that again. Nope. He got good eyes. He read that perfectly.
It's surprising how quickly you get used to it if you run the MM for a while.
Yeah. The only issues I ever see about those hints is I don't really read the not required hints, and that may screw me most of the time. And then the PF, E, S, and I, those are really ones that really get me. Even though that Mervo did get the West Clocktown 1, he's still doing this. And if it does pay out, I do not question it. That is still a really good thing to do. And he literally has nothing else to do, so he might as well do this.
I mean, both runners already have GFS, so a sword upgrade here, not as useful as it otherwise would be. What else could be here that could benefit?
Could have been a bow. Could have been a bow.
It could be.
Could have been bow. Could have been the other Icona access.
Yeah, because remember everybody, Postman's game logically requires Bunny Hood in the randomizer. Runners get used to doing it, counting out triangles or so, Z-targeting triangles or so forth to get the 10 seconds without seeing the clock. But the logic of the randomizer expects you to get the Bunny Hood. So if that Bunny Hood ends up being bow locked or something, then you get some important shenanigans there.
Pojo's having some really good luck with the minigame, honestly, but the problem is Pojo doesn't know the tricks. Actually, they're scratch that. He does know the tricks.
No, he does
really
know.
good treasure games.
Yeah, the treasure game is randomized, every time using an algorithm, I guess, that the game has. So runners need to know how to best navigate it and how to cheat it by rolling into those corners of the game if you have to.
You can roll through it in any form. You can even deku spin through it. And there's also ways of going through it straight, so you can really cheat mostly any part of the game. You can even go through multiple blocks. So we are getting our old lady, and we're getting our human, non-human. So our walls are pretty much solved. The problem is Mervo's not going to be able to get that Camaro's mask now. He's going to have to get it in day 2. And that's only if it's not required, but we already know humans not required. Well, scratch that. I thought Pojo already did non-human.
So there, we've got our bow, we've got our magic, we've got the Moon's Tear and the Camaro's mask.
Pojo off rip is going to check out that Moon's Tear.
Well, having Goron in your opener does afford you some extra flexibility because most openers are timed to, follow human speed.
Yeah.
The goal is to be done with the early checks, get to Old Lady by 12:20. With, the advantage of Goron moving, you can fit in a couple extra deviations like this. And it's not Moon's Tear, at least not for that.
Could be for final chest, but we'll need a Deku Master to confirm that. And also, Mervo did technically do it a little suboptimally, but I believe he is worried more for potential toilet paper fodder. And he did not want to risk that. Bomber's minigame. Completely forgot about that. That is still a possibility. Our runner, Mervo, has the bow, but... Uh-oh. Bad news, Mervo. You're a little short.
3 short. Now we can take advantage of the Keaton bushes. You might just exit, respawn the bushes, come back, get 3 more rupees.
That's what Mervo's probably going to do. He's first going to turn in that Moon's Tear. He's going to get that piece of heart, right? Piece of heart. And then he's going to go back to that Camaro's mask. He would rather go future in time after getting the Camaro's mask, and then check that rather than doing Bomber's minigame.
Yeah. Yeah, the Scrub's 20 rupees are more relevant than the other ones would be right now.
Yeah.
Pojo went ahead and grabbed bombs out of logic.
I'm really hoping that that Moonsteer isn't bait for like some sort of relocation, even though they already have Goron. Could be.
It's possible. Alright, now more of a doubles back for that Camaro's mask. Yeah.
He might also tend to probably just go towards Milk Road. He could potentially go to Milk Road.
He's seeing a potential, yeah. Yeah, Marbo does know.
Heading towards P-Hat and then towards Milk Road. And now that we have the bow, we know that the ranch map purchase and the coach map purchase are dead because it was IC1 in Milk Road. So Icona map purchase, the Woodfall map purchase, obviously being Camaro's mask, and Stillhead map purchase are only single checks that we have left.
Yeah, but Horse Race has those fire arrows from Marbo.
By the way, speaking of bow, like, realistically our runners should really consider be heading to final. Once Pojo gets that bow, I will not be surprised if he starts heading towards final while checking north.
There's room key. Pojo checked that. It had a silver rupee behind it.
Which I believe is vanilla silver rupee in the chest. Big health for Pojo. We're getting Fish Lab done at the same time. That's 2 bottles, by the way, for our runners. 2 bottles.
So our foolishes were Stone Tower Temple, Stone Tower, Azora Hall.
Yeah.
All accounted for.
So if Mervo checks this Tingle, he is not reading the logic properly because it can never be that Tingle. Because he has bow. He's getting some extra money.
Good use of magic in the GFS. Slashing all those bushes at once gets you a 20.
That wallet is dead, but he was still collected. So that's good to know that Smithy won. Bigger bomb bag purchase, biggest bomb bag purchase, and Terminal Field Business Scrub is dead. That also would signify that that left side well is dead as well.
Yes, it should. Yes, not only does the West Clocktown IC eliminate the banks, now this Milk Road IC, by virtue of that Tingle, takes care of any place where you could spend 200 or more rupees.
Absolutely lovely.
Yeah, our runners will not have to do too much money management, and a refreshing change for our Speedgaming Live MMR coverage, that's for sure.
It still might be worth it to still consider picking up the wallet because of the potential of like your tingles and your mini games. Like Mervo still has not done a single mini game. He has not done GTG, Honey and Darling, CT Swamp Art.
Yeah, anything that costs less than 100 is still alive. And you still need rupees for those, at least in the early game. Once you get a lot of those mini games done, then
he'll be getting that silver from that knife chamber room, so he'll have some money to fling around. I completely forgot, by the way. We have Captain's Hat, so that's yet another song that they could be checking.
Correct. They've got captains, they've got bombs, so there's some reasons to stay on day 2 here.
Definitely a Graves play then for Mervo. Like, this should be insta Graves because you have all this logic for Snowhead Temple. You have 2 songs, and you can prog your time tonight.
Yeah, Mervo now has a full Snowhead access kit.
Yeah,
and a full North access kit.
Mervo is warping, which I don't understand. He's just going back to Clocktown for what exactly? He's probably going to hit up GTG first before heading.
Well, remember that IC Camaro's mask. Meanwhile,
could be the IC Camaro's mask. You are perfectly right on that.
Yeah.
He's completely put that out, and he completely forgot about it. He doesn't even have enough money.
Yeah, meanwhile, Pojo's got...
Nope, not even going to check Knife Chamber. He's immediately off-rip checking song, which is not the end of the world.
Meanwhile, Pojo's interested in the North play.
Yeah.
You know, has the full North package, still might want... There's a song up there as well.
Yeah. One of the 2 songs that is easily collectible right now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Mervo's interested in...
Mervo is not doing the most optimal thing unless he was already here. Was he here before?
I don't believe so.
So he's going to get on opponent. He's going to get off so he can do RTI Grotto. Then he's going to have to get back on. He must have.
He must have. He must have gotten punch rock while we were talking about hints or something.
He, you know, he probably did it when he got the red ruby. Remember when he did that whole loop? Yeah, he probably did it then.
Yeah. It is common if you have Goron to do
I did not get a read that.
For a bit.
That was
Butler has a Keaton mask, not required.
Should have seen that.
Yeah, we actually sussed that out a few minutes beforehand on stream about the Keaton mask, but nice to have the hints confirm it for us. When you're a runner, you want every brain cell you can spare.
Yeah. There's a scenario that Keaton's quiz could hold bow, technically, because you do technically need bow to beat Woodfall Temple, but it is somewhat beatable without a bow. There is a trick for that.
Graveyard Grotto from Muervo.
The seed is pretty much blessed with a lot of gold trims. That is not what I considered blessed. Mervo is progressing time one time, hopefully.
Yeah, I think we'll see a double tonight too.
Yeah.
That's going to enable access to the song under the graveyard.
Meanwhile, Pojo is still pursuing his north push. It's not really ideal to be firing arrow this right now, but since he had fire arrows already equipped, he just, didn't bother.
Oh. A nice impromptu archery display from Pojo, shooting down Tinkle and melting the ice. Yeah, our runners, they had 2 songs to go for. Muervo went for the East song, Pojo for the North song.
And there's the adult wallet being purchasable. I'm sure Pojo can probably suss that out, that is not required, because he is the first one to have collected that.
Yes.
But if he does talk to the business scrub, that will confirm that he is just not thinking all the way through yet.
Yeah, logically, Milk Road is solved.
So the foolishest fox, what was the foolish? And that is definitely a foolish magic.
Zora Hall, Stone Tower Temple are foolishes today.
Dang, I did not see that Zora's Hall one. Good catch on that. For our Way of the Heroes, we so far only got in West Clocktown, which was Goron Master Zero on the bomb bag purchase. And then we got a Milk Road Importance Town on Gorman Bros race. Only the one for fire arrows. And Mervo is playing it smart, progressing time off rip, trying to get as much songs as possible, because Pojo is going to check this song, and if it is Lullaby, he could probably progress time in Stella Temple for final hours. So those are the only 2 important counts that we got, and Mervo is doing that weird left side switch, far back, right, left.
Yeah, Vanilla Lullaby for Pojo. The Stella Temple play is now available.
As for where Bo was on Spear Zero, Old Lady. Oh yeah, North Clocktown was one of our Way Heroes as well. North Clocktown had Magic, Bo, both in Spear Zero. Magic was on the HP. We got a Picto from Merva, back Swamp Axis. Pojo did actually talk to the scrub. I didn't care to read it, but I'm gonna know that it's dead. Can't need it even FD.
Indeed, it was a piece of heart.
All right. Clean kill for Merva. Both our runners does have GFS. I believe so. GFS was pretty early. Terminal Field, Eastern Pillar. Powder's Keg, Vanilla. Okay then. That's the fire arrow.
Wow.
And that is Bossa Nova.
Pojo accepts the challenge.
So far, what does our runners really need to beat the game? Obviously, they're going to need hook shot. That's for one. They're going to need Deku logically. And that's about it, really.
Yeah.
They're going to need, like, light arrows, probably. So, light arrows are Zora.
Yeah, Muervo got New Wave Bossa Nova there. Not immediately actionable, that song. It is a dungeon song.
Yeah.
Remember, Speedgaming Live viewers, we've adopted a special format for the event here. To win, runners must complete only 3 out of the 4 dungeons. And then that'll grant them access to Majora. Beat Majora, you win. So our runners have some flexibility as to which dungeons they pick. Of course, it's going to depend on what the seed gives you.
Yep. The seed could really just end up being someone does GBT and then someone does Stone Tower Temple, and that is literally the biggest difference.
Yeah, this keg that Pojo will receive at the end of the keg trial will lead to another song.
Yep.
And will also spur Pojo, I presume, to finish up this cycle 1 a little quicker.
The worst thing that keg can beat is Oath to Order, because if Merva last locations it, That is not a good keg throw. Ah, wow. Did you see how it just disappeared?
That was risky.
Yeah, like I was really worried that it was just gonna go through and fall out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much faith you want to put in N64 collision algorithms, but it worked out for Pojo today.
The strat, what most people do is either they're gonna like shoot it, recoil flip off of it, or they just drop a bomb and immediately swap back to Goron. Mervo being the closest to final hour is gonna get there probably at like around 32 minutes. He might extend it because he's probably gonna be checking that powder's keg. And he's probably gonna do very similar facial expressions, similar to what Pojo did.
Yes, Muervo did pass up on checking that Camaro's mask in the IC3 North Clock from the IC3 North Clocktown. We also haven't seen South Clocktown's final day chests, where the moon's tier on.
No, we have not. Nor have we seen Rosa Sisters yet. Surely Pojo will check it soon. The problem is, I don't think Pojo ever bought it.
Pojo did some invisible acrobatics here to get to the lens cave.
And he took every single block, and he actually remembered every one of them. Lovely.
Smooth execution there.
Yep. We still also don't know if this region is dead except song, so who knows?
Well, the lens cave looks dead.
That is a bomb shoe, I believe.
Poor guy.
Yep.
He should be probably doing something besides just standing there and shivering.
If only he had a way down. Well, no one's gonna help him about that.
Well, Gorons don't take fall damage when they're rolling.
That is true. That is true. Someone should have taught him that.
Well, I don't think they have a school in the Goron Shrine. They only have that in Clocktown, and it only teaches you about swords.
Oh, that is true. That is true. So Mervo is going to be trying to catch up, doing all those checks, while Pojo is really not pushing final hours. And this could potentially burn him. We will never know yet. But at least we know for a fact that Mervo has such of an equal chance at this point to get to Rosas before Pojo at this point, even though Pojo is just one progress time away.
Yeah, Pojo interested in seizing that Camaro's mask. Is interested in investigating the IC3. We're going to get a bomber's play from Pojo
Bomber's
as well.
play. Pretty interesting.
I think it makes a lot of sense. We've got an unresolved IC, and maybe it tends to...
Might as well start it,
yeah.
and then when you're in West Clocktown after collecting 4, check your Rosa Sisters, and then just not finish the minigame. That's basically why I'm saying that, like, it's a little bit interesting.
Yeah, Pojo's equipped to do every minigame in East Clocktown, if he wishes. It is a bit of a time investment, especially when you've got an open dungeon waiting for you.
Okay, I believe you.
But it wouldn't be the first time that the East Clocktown minigames had something special behind them.
You might as well finish the West Clocktown before finishing a dungeon. Could be Hookshot, could save you a lot of time. Could be Deku or Zora, and that will save you a ton of time if you accidentally fall in Snowhead.
Indeed. Indeed, the ability of Deku and Zora to void out the Snowhead cannot be understated if you go fuck with it.
Mervo is still unsure about the wallet. I don't know what he's looking for. It definitely cannot be a song item that leads into a dungeon or oath at this point. It could lead into healing or storms, but why would you need that knowledge, really?
Pojo declining to double here. Could have had the Camaro's mask right now.
Spent the money. Let's see if it's needed. That's definitely not important.
Okay. Alright, makes sense. Pojo wanted to get bombers done before committing that almost a minute or so to watch the Rosa Sisters do their dance.
I think it takes longer to finish the Bombers minigame than to do Rosa Sisters. 20 seconds of prog time, 30-second cutscene, 20 seconds of cutscene for Bomber Kids, and then it takes probably more than 30 seconds to finish the minigame.
Pojo's already done his room key. Did he pick up A&M?
No, he did not. No, he did. He did. Someone did.
Oh,
Someone
what was
did.
that?
I completely forgot at this point.
Alright.
But it's probably not going to be important.
Yeah, I mean, Pojo had a choice to make between the A&M and the Camaro's mask. Because if you take long story here, you lose out on the Rosa Sisters dance this cycle.
Yeah, maybe that's why he opted to do Bomber's minigame more. Typical Pojo route, says Wearing Fox. Oh yeah, the West Clocktown. The Camaro's mask is not required for sure.
That's true.
Oh.
That's true.
How did we forget that?
That's true.
So Pojo knew, but Pojo still bought it. Mervo knew, and he still bought it.
Okay, you can forgive us in that circumstance, right, chat?
Yeah, both of them did it. I just thought because they're up there and we're down here that they know better, you know? And that's a piece of horror. That's not required.
And Muerbo, on the other hand, is interested in proceeding the Snowhead. Will they dive the temple this cycle or wait for next cycle? I would presume the latter. You don't want to get caught with a
Definitely don't want to. You
dust.
definitely don't want. Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, Gold Dust is off the table. It's on Seahorses, and it's confirmed dead.
You're right. Then that Zora mask. Oh, this seat's getting really jetty. So far, that clears our magic importance count in North Clocktown, along with the bow one technically. Clears the Goron one too. All that's pretty much cleared.
Yeah, and Pojo following suit.
Because even if Zora is just for clearing GBT, right?
So actually, we have a lullaby on Muervo's end. Muervo's going in.
Mervo is going in. No. Damn. Oh no. It's a little risky.
Hey.
It's a little risky with that hook.
No,
Might need to slow down time.
Yeah,
it was definitely West Clocktown 1. It was definitely West Clocktown 1, Fox.
It's having second thoughts.
He's having second thoughts.
Did he hit the owl?
He did hit the owl.
I didn't see the owl in his menu.
You know, you're probably right. It's not that much of a time loss.
It's not huge. You do have to go up half the Snowhead, but he does have the Mountain Village owl. It's an error, but
and we're still doing
recoverable.
some West Clocktown. It's West Clocktown 1.
Indeed. That's bank 1.
Bank 1 for Piece of Heart.
Bank 1 and a Foolish Wallet as well. So the utility of that money in the account is limited as well. I don't think we'd need much more than 237 in there in this seat. You could probably even get away with just a 140.
With Zora going in isn't risky at all, said Fox. It's not risky at all. No one said it's not risky. I say it's risky because of time of day. I never said it wasn't risky. Not risky. I'm knowing what I'm saying. But Mervo is checking staff room. That is the first time we are checking that. Pojo is a right side player. Pojo is going to be clearing the freeze arts.
Yeah, I don't believe we've had any paper yet for Tolohan, have we?
Nope. And if Pojo does find paper in there, that's going to route really well. I see Pojo, not Pojo, Mervo has the room key equipped on his C buttons. Did he actually equip that and then went into the room?
Yes.
Yeah, alright then.
I'm not even sure.
I did not get a peek at final chest, did you?
I did not get to see it.
Yeah, and Mervo swagging out, does the gainer. 35-minute first cycle, not too shabby. The average that we kind of want to aim for. Problem is, none of us been to ranch, right?
No.
Nope.
You know.
And a white song.
You know, it's not often you see Snowhead Temple access in 33 minutes. Well, we got the perfect kit for it. And no matter what, even if all these checks come up empty.
That's the paper.
And there's paper.
Tolahan could be...
Yeah, SGL does have keep items through time, so doesn't need to worry about coming back here on the next cycle just to pick up the paper.
And that Swamp Title lead, once we get Deku locks, Mask of Truth, so that could also be something. Mervo got some really good songs. Let's see here, Fire or Bomb Strat. Bomb Strat. Throws it up there, ain't worried, and that's a small round, I believe. And Pojo is continuing throughout the dungeon. He is going to go for the FHS right now.
Yep. Just goes ahead, shoots the ice, so fires.
I believe FHS is all that's left, because he's been to Elevator Room, surely, right?
He must have poked his head in there.
If not, it's not really that much of a time loss, because all he has to do is roll across, and then, yeah. He can technically, as soon as he leaves this room, just melt the ice prematurely, then go across, peek the chest. If it's something there, just grab it, and then elevator and go around. No hook shot, remember, no hook shot. I still did not get to see it.
Yeah, well, it's day one from Huevo now, so.
I don't know what we're doing here. I thought that he already collected this. No, has he
Did
not?
he? Did he skip Guru Guru?
They both must have skipped it. Well, technically, Pojo didn't skip anything. Because, oh no, he's on final. I never noticed that.
Yeah, I guess one of the downsides of the very early.
Yes, you can peek the BK chest from the staircase, but there's no need to because BK chests are dead. It's Keezy, and we decided to have the BK chests junked.
Oh, are they actually junked in this?
They are actually junked.
Huh.
Have you been doing them? Hope
News
not.
to me because I've been competing in these settings. I must
Oh.
I've been completely forgetting about that.
Yeah, BK chests are junked. There is no cows. There are no frogs. We didn't want to like follow the formula to the T, and we kind of didn't want to, you know, alienate our older runners because you know we got a lot of newer runners and we got a lot of older runners, and usually our older runners they don't really play the newer settings, so we wanted to keep it to something that's fair for everyone. Even importance counts was back then, if you didn't know. I knew that recently. Importance counts was a thing back then, and then they changed them into walk
Oh.
because there was issues with it. And
There was importance count very early on?
yeah, there was importance count early on.
That's a good history lesson for me.
Yeah. So we're getting useless Rosa Sisters. It's not going to lead into anything. If anything, it might lead into a bow. But then that'll kind of... That's actually good knowledge, because then it'll tell you that, like, Hook is bow locked.
Here's just a red rupee.
They don't have no Arcana access. They have no hook shot. If we get hook shot, we're going to be able to do GBT. How many watts have we have? We have 3 watts. North clock down, west clock down. Milk Road.
Let's see.
We had Zora's Hall is foolish.
Zora Hall's foolish.
Stone Tower and Stone Tower Temple.
Both foolish.
Oh, so this should be elegy then, right? Boss Blue Orb should be elegy. Jesus, Mervo. I guess, because he still hasn't cleared that North clock down. And Pojo seems to have made a misstep at some point because he's definitely not killing Goat at the correct spot.
Nevertheless, a dead goat is a dead goat. Pojo takes 1 remains to 0.
Really quick dungeon, but sacrificing not going to final. Could have easily went to final. That is pretty much important. I wouldn't be grabbing that.
Yeah, the magic bean is in play.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Deku yet.
Could be allergy. No, it's healing.
It's healing.
Problem is, we don't know if healing locks Stone Tower Temple access yet, so could be some things to check here. Fisherman's Game is dead. Seahorse is dead. Fisherman's Game is dead. Beaver Race is dead. Beaver Race had our Romani's mask, I believe.
Yeah, remember, Muervo secured the Lens of Truth in Graveyard Grotto.
Yeah.
Darmani is on the table.
Interesting time progression right now of all things. He's thinking that like he has like near nothing else to do, but he could still be, you know, progressing time in the grotto and then going to Zora's Cave, Zora's Hall for just the owl hit, and then PR, PFE, S, whatever the solutions were. He won't be going for that. Zora's Hall being it.
Yeah, I think both runners passed on Honey and Darling.
Where are we going next? Pojo faltering a little. Gonna get that gossip hit. Because he falters, he is gonna get hit here.
Yeah, if you lose your spikes on these steep slopes, it's tough to get them back.
Gossip stones for a land title deed that locked bombs, by the way.
Huh. Not required.
Not required.
And those, you know, those gossip stones are doable. We've got Gorn, we've got
Checking some
Lullaby.
equal checks that no one's peaked. And that's our Arcana access for Mervo. That's alright. That's alright. Question is, where's Hookshot?
Yeah, I can't remember if we had a 4IC or not yet.
I don't believe so. So Mervo is doing a little bit good by at least doing some less stuff with Zora because he's probably going to go to PR.
Wow.
They had to both be in tier terminal field. They had to both be in terminal field. I was actually gonna try to call that, but nah. Okay.
Iconic access underwater at Terminative Field, no matter how you slice it.
Oh, big gold trim for Pojo.
This is
Hook
in
shot?
springtime.
No, bottle.
That's good for Infinite Magic this seed, with all the money checks dead. Alright, with one dungeon under his belt, Pojo's proceeding west. We have the full PF available if we need it. And progression-wise, we need the rest of our songs. Well, there is Nova. Nova in the graveyard. But we need Hook for that. We don't have the full PF available, I'm sorry. I have to correct myself. We have no Hook. We could get most of PF done.
Get most of it. You can also peek everything, basically. There's a way to peek everything, but sadly, you won't be able to collect on 2 of them.
Yeah, it is
Another
more
fisherman's
time-consuming.
dead. I believe that chest was dead. I wasn't really seeing it properly. I need to start looking at the bigger screen sometimes, probably.
Yeah, I don't see...
Oh, a little bit of a misstep there. Mervo taking the time to actually hit this owl that he's probably never going to warp back to again. Piece of heart. And here comes the Goron Void from both sides. One was intentional, one was not. Mervo is probably going to get controlled by Vanilla K. But I want to put all my eggs in the basket there exactly because it may be a check that he does directly after Snow Temple clear.
So how does Pojo spend the rest of his cycle 1? Because he's going to be done with
He's going to go to PR or PFES, and then he'll be good.
Pinnacle Rock's an option. I mean, what else are you going to fit it in, is the thinking here.
Yep, small brown. Chooses to go next to it to just triple confirm and then start swimming away. Meanwhile, for Mervo doesn't really care for any time of day checks right now. As for Pojo, he really is caring for that Skull Kid. Skull Kid was Storm, so nothing too good. Both of them doing the same thing of tossing the bomb and letting it land up there. I may be under the impression that I was under the impression that there's a chance that it falls off, but if both of them are constantly doing it, it might be free.
I might have to take a look at that in VOD. Usually I just try to throw the bomb as it's about to explode, or try to fire
going for
rays.
the peek. It's only really good to peek it once. If you fail once, it's kind of just probably just better to just pull it. Who knows?
Yeah, Pojo just did a healing check here at Great Bay Coast. Doing this
When did he get healing? Well, oh, it was healing on Boss Blue Warp, of course.
It was, yes.
It was healing on Boss Blue Warp.
Yes. Thank you, trackers.
Thank you. So, equal checks to be checking Zora things as it is to be checking healing checks. So, Mervo, not really much in the lead even with those iconic accesses, but you know, it is kind of unfortunate position for both the iconic access to be there, because if you forget the underwater chest, you forget the Bao Baba. So
yeah, once you've hit that Great Bay Coast Owl, those West Terminative Field underwater chests become an isolation risk.
Yep. And so does PR. And Macau is dead to us. Mervo still has Fire Arrow chest to grab, and then he's probably going to damage boost across, and then start heading up. It's probably going to be until like 48, 49 until Mervo finishes this dungeon, and then we'll start seeing some unique checks. As for Pojo, PR is probably next.
Yeah. Mervo will have a chance to do Keg Trial in springtime. That check remains available.
Yeah. And like I said before, if Keg actually ends up being owned, it will be a really, really bad last location if Mervo ends up getting the open.
Yeah, with Healing and Storms already accounted for, we know Keg is going to be useful to some extent.
That is true. That is true. I never really thought about that. You
We
are
don't-
exactly right.
Yeah, we know it's not Nova either. So it's not the worst dungeon song. That's already been accounted for. So yeah, Romani's game in the ranch behind that keg on day one, gonna be of value to our runners. And you know, as predicted, here we see the Pinnacle Rock play from Pojo. It's, you know, he's got about an hour left to burn, and Pinnacle Rock, you know, 2 checks for an hour and a half or so of tournament time. It's a golden opportunity to get this done. Tough to route it in otherwise.
Most likely our runners are definitely going to need to retransform this seed, and they may need that last mirror shield, who knows.
Yeah, there's a song behind Deku in Deku Palace.
Yep. And here comes the PR check. Big bull trim. Let's see if it pays out. Last mass. That's our first explosives in Logic.
That's true.
Because Gossip Stones had a land title deed, and there's no Deku to be found for that land title deed turn in to get you that HP.
Right.
HP bomb bag.
Yeah, the bomb bag was not required, but if there was another explosives option here, and there wasn't a bit of a relic,
Yep.
we could still need to use bombs for something.
Small brown. Time of day, really, really good for Pojo. Let's see if Pojo opts to check all Knight's mass purchase, even though it is dead.
Well, Pojo does have the West Clock Town one in.
There's not a lot of reverse info to be gained by like checking foolish areas, and that is a big gold trim, by the way. So Deku could be locking hook up there.
Yes, remember that Moon's Tier in North Clocktown. It could count toward the 3 IC still.
Yeah.
Especially if that's hook up there.
We're still gonna deposit. I have no clue why we're keeping 100 specifically. Maybe we're checking for business scrub, because maybe Pojo never checked business scrub. And if you look at this, by the way, Pojo just kind of blazed right past primitive field underwater. This could sink him. This could sink him. It's dependent on whatever checks is left, though.
Wervo staying put, dropping a bomb.
Wervo doing the same strat that we saw earlier in the race with you, actually.
With me?
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. That's fifth whammy. I
And
used that strat.
that's your strat.
It was somebody else's strat first.
He was tracking, and then I looked at him, and he was like, "Oh wow, that's pretty good." And then he just stole it.
I mean, these 2 runners, honestly, on stage right now taught me a lot when I was first getting into the scene. So, you know, if they both could win this, I'd be happy with that. But that's not how racing works here at SGL. Somebody's got to win.
Picked up the bean from Merville. We'll see if that's going to be useful. Pojo is opting to go back for these. So, very full cleary. 48-minute ish per cycle. It's going to be probably the 50-ish. So a little later than the average, but no harm so far.
Yeah, it
Could be a Pomelo seed, though. Could be.
It's a fortunate decision and thoughtful on Pojo's part, because if you don't do it right now when you're right there at Camaro, when do you do it?
Exactly.
You know, it's a little time lost now to roll down to Camaro from there. There.
Ready to see a big smile. Oh, it's a little concerned, and he's all like, "I don't need that."
He's passing on it.
He's passing on it. He's all like, "I don't need that. Well ain't gonna be a thing." I don't believe that's gonna burn him that much, because people are gonna last location well anyways, you know.
Yeah, I mean, lights could be there, Deku could be there, Mirror could be there.
Mervo's checking Smithy checks, and we have confirmed that the wallet is dead because Milk Road had a wallet accessible there, and it was a Milk Road one, so this is 100% going to be dead.
Yeah, on stream we've worked it out, but it's tricky logic.
The best info that can be given is if it leads into explosive. That is 2 arrow refills. That is a big 30.
Yeah. Both our runners have paper now. Wervo didn't have paper at the end of his cycle one, since it was sitting there in the SHG, but Pojo's got it. It's a little handoff for some piece of heart for us.
Swamp Title D didn't end up being anything.
Yeah.
Oh, Mervo had the reverse. Mervo perfectly got up there and then just faltered at the very end.
Yeah, you've got to stop your roll to go read that stone, and if
Yeah.
you stop it a smidgen too early, back down you go.
Interesting thing about that land title deed, by the way, that does not mean that Tola Hand is dead, because we ended up finding the Swamp Title deed, and they're both kind of equally accessible. Lullaby locks that, basically.
Yeah, if the hint tells you something's not required, it could still be important. It could still be helpful.
Yeah.
It's just not your only option to progress.
We do have a lens. We did get lens from somewhere. I do not remember where lens was at this point.
Graveyard Grotto.
Graveyard Grotto.
Muerva made the
And
East
bombs are
play.
accessible.
Yeah, Muerva
The
made the
problem
East
is-
play, found that Nova, found that lens.
Mervo doesn't know that explosives are in logic yet because he hasn't been to PR. And also a really quick play from Mervo. I'm surprised that worked, but it does work.
I mean, truth be told, it is springtime. It's much easier to get to Darmani in springtime. You don't have to climb the whole cliff.
Exactly.
So, you know, logic be darned in this case. You know, it's a check of opportunity. You know, you can do it cheaply, so whoever took care of it.
So this is Mervo's chance to check Twin Islands and then hopefully check PK challenge. And then he'll probably be a little bit upset about it because then he'll have to go back in time. Pojo missed an arrow shot, but has enough arrows.
Yeah, in many states, clever runners can, you know, pre-complete check trial by bringing a keg of their own and blowing up a boulder on the way, but not so when the keg's on the trail itself.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
this will show the fate, and ooh, wait a minute. He knows, because there's like nothing else left. He knows. He's going for it.
Yeah, our runners don't have strong progression open so far, especially since Muervo's already chased down his graveyard.
Yeah. So technically Pojo's in the lead because he's already more prepped to do PK, to do Romani game. And also been to West Block Town to hit the owl. I'm not sure if Mervo's been to that side yet. Has he? He must have been, right?
Poachers
Yeah.
is pulling all the rupees out of the account.
There's no need for them anymore, hopefully.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Unless he gets stuck doing minigames late.
Could be. Commentator's curse incoming. So he's been very jet. Most of the SGL seats has been a go-around start, but go-around start doesn't mean it's going to be a good time. How long do you think this seat's going to be at this pace?
Oh. Better than mine, I hope.
Better than yours.
It's a low bar, I know.
At like, I believe like the 45 mark was when Check Rays and Matt basically had no mode. 45 minutes in. And that's kind of what I would strive for these settings. For S6, I kind of strive for 115 no mode, but in these settings, kind of like 45. Tournament
Wow.
Field 6. Tournament Field 6.
TF, 6 important items.
Garo. Gibdo. Ice arrows.
Correct.
Bottle.
Correct. I feel like I'm on a freaking
He
quiz
had
show
a
here.
room key.
Roomkey didn't have anything. Well,
Midnight meeting.
all right.
Mervo got time today, by the way. Perfectly that he didn't toss the keg, by the way. If he tossed the keg, it's Joe over. He has to go back for it. So yeah, room key. And what's the sixth one exactly?
Was something on the dongos?
I don't believe so.
Something was on pillar, correct? Or that was my seat.
That was GFS, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Was it? Yeah.
Gossip Stones had a land title deed. It's some sort of weird relocation.
Land title deed would lead to bombs. So you need
Oh,
that.
land title deed leads to bombs. Okay,
It
so we solved Terminal Field. I
Could be
guess.
1 star for that.
Land title leads to bomb. Fox messaged right after we figured it out. Bruh. Bruh. Room key importance. Yeah. So usually when you find a room key that's importance, that kind of tells you that midnight meeting is possible. That doesn't mean that Deku's behind it. That just means that midnight meeting's probably possible, you know, and logical for something important.
Yeah, it's a good thing from wherever that he's getting this keg
Yeah,
because
so-
he oathed the order on Romani's game.
We didn't find a Cafe's Mask, did we? Not yet.
Not
no.
yet.
So once we find Cafe's Mask, we know that's locking probably Deku or Hookshot, or it could lock our last bomb bag, maybe. Could lock Mirror Shield for the last song. Could lock Light Arrows. Could be anything. Locks FD. Required vanilla keg, said Fox. Pretty much, yeah. like it's required in some way. Problem is, oh no, wait, it led to oath, right? Because that's what Pojo has now, right? Yeah, so yeah, vanilla keg.
Keg led to oath, yeah.
And that was the roughest song that could have been there, but luckily Merville actually checked PK count.
Yeah, and we're getting our first absorbatory visit at 56 minutes. Pojo going in the back way.
Is this our first from everyone? Because this could negate our root key, actually.
Is that
and that's a sword upgrade. That is gilded, but that's going to be razor when it comes out.
Yes.
And then we know for a fact that Conservative Field just scrub is dead.
Yeah, Pojo just opted to keep the real-time clock running. Yeah, with a GFS in hand, the only reason to pick up Sword Upgrade is for some convenience on avoiding a menu to assign it to the C button.
Is there any other bomb checks that they haven't done, really? They haven't done Honey and Darling.
Honey and Darling still on the table. I don't think we've seen a Town Archery or a Swamp Archery either. Both runners avoiding minigames so far, except for the hinted horse race leading to fire arrows.
We got a red potion in hand, so Merville is probably going to be doing either Kome or be doing RTI.
Yeah, also a pictograph box from Morevo, so a good swamp package. It's going to be 4 checks in the Mystery Woods. Well, 3 checks in Mystery Woods, plus 1 from Picto Contest, plus 1 in Swamp Grotto.
Field 6, Merville's upset.
You know, when you're in the runner's position and you're an hour into a seed, you've done a bunch already, you've done a dungeon already, you've seen so many checks, a lot has gone through your head, and suddenly you're asked, hey, remember that TF stuff you did in the first 15 minutes? How strongly do you remember it?
Yeah, especially in this setting where they're not at home and they're not like, you know, with their complete setup, they may just opt not to write down everything.
Even if I am at home, I'm not sure I can remember that.
Especially when it's late too, it's like, damn. FD. That bean was important. That's no temple bean.
Yeah.
That's important in some way, technically.
Yeah, yeah, both runners opting to delay ranch, you know, thanks to being pulled elsewhere, picking up that keg. Yeah, Romani will only play her game with humans.
Yeah, can't really expect to do horseback archery with the Goron hands.
Yeah, Termina animal welfare regulations prohibit Goron riding horses.
But you know what's crazy though? In with Giant's Mask Anywhere, you can play horseback archery with Giant's Mask equipped. Oh. It is a trip. It is a trip indeed. You just move very slowly. Your camera's all wide. It seems better to aim, but like even though like you can see your arrow going directly through the balloon, you're not actually gonna hit the balloon until like you're a little bit more closer, because you need to be within a certain range for the arrow hitbox to actually hit.
Yeah, Giant's Mask Anywhere is a gloriously silly setting. Take any sense of reason and throw it right out the window.
And then as for Pojo, Pojo's first time in the Graves, so Pojo is going to be doing all that cleanup. Sadly, no red potion for our dear Shiro. We are progressing time for Mervo. I wonder what Mervo's next step is. Have we done Goron Treasure Game for Mervo? We've seen it from one runner.
Pojo ran it very early on. The rest of the East Clock 10 minigames have not been accounted for.
Fox believes that Pojo probably muscle memory out of Ranch, which is pretty much fair because he never did actually collect the Fierce Deity. But it's probably not going to be that much of a difference, really, with GFS for both of our runners in Spear 0, Tournament Field, Eastern Pillar Grotto. I
mean, we've still got that Bremen mask on Cafe's head that we saw to kick off the seed.
Yeah, and we still haven't really peaked the pendant properly. And we're still going to be taking out a little bit of money. We're taking out all the money, actually. And we do have that red potion still. I guess we are actually going to do RTI, Shiro the Hero. He does go with the magic importance count. But we've already determined that magic bow is pretty much for the Zora up north in Path to Snowhead Grotto. Oh yeah, wait. Path to Snowhead Grotto, right? Had Zora.
Yes, it did.
That was not logical. Our Blast Mass is not logical. We're not logical for Zora. We have the land title deed accessible. We do not have Deku.
Interesting.
Powder Keg is not logical for Path to Snowhead Grotto or any other grotto. And fun fact about Powder's Keg can help you get into basically anywhere except Graves 2 for some reason. Does not blow up Graves 2 wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also not considered in logic.
Yeah.
Mercifully.
Yeah.
We don't want our runners going back and spending 50 rupees every time just to try out every bomb lock check in the game.
Sometimes some seeds are won on PK, especially when people actually use the PK from PK Challenge and they straight up bring that into like Hot Spring Water Grotto, because you can do that. You can bring that for Zoe Grotto as well. I believe that you could probably even bring it into Lens Cave if you just throw your keg properly. It's really hard, said Vidya. Vidya says that from experience because Vidya has been practicing some no logics. Yeah.
Really?
Okay then. I one time brought my sirloin into Zoe Grotto one time because I wanted to route it in with my bombs, but then I dropped my sirloin in water, and then it made it inaccessible to pick up. So if your rocks are a little wet, they don't want it.
You spoiled the meat for Hugo.
Oh yeah. So our runners are just basically doing cleanup. Merville's trying to figure out that Termina Field IC. I'm pretty sure none of our runners have figured out that Zora is currently inaccessible.
Huh.
And we basically just figured that out recently too. So what do our runners really have left? Bombag was on the Taurus Roof HP, right? And so Land Title Deed is accessible on Gossip Stones. And its Land Title Deed is one of our ICs because we know that bombs lock Zora. And so we know that Deku is prior Bombags at this point, or Zora.
Yeah, interestingly, the hint was not required.
Yeah.
And we know we need some sort of explosive to get the Zora. Well, maybe Zora's not required too. Who the heck
Maybe
knows?
Deku locks majority of the explosives. Maybe there's explosives in DP or Woodfall.
So what's the top suspect for us right now in terms of
I'm
checks?
honestly trying to figure out what do we have left, really.
Minigames, Shiro.
I was going to say sewers, but no. Did you say Shiro? We haven't done Shiro. We haven't done our minigames. Have they been to Southern Swamp to do that at all?
Mystery Woods has remained unvisited.
Pojo finished
the
40
Alamo.
minutes ago, said Sky. Yeah, and you know, we're just here in spirit. Just Merlo's just running the race by himself, really. And we're just playing the VOD back with the camera.
Yeah, we've invented time travel technology here at a Speedgaming live tournament.
And Mervo's still checking some more useless checks.
Yeah.
Red Rupee, it's a deal. Pojo's checking something Mervo already checked recently. I don't know when we will get to our progression, but honestly, it is a really rough seed for our runners at this point. Hour 4, and they're just so close, but yet so far. They just need to do those mini games, and luckily Mervo is on time to do some of the mini games. Honey and Darling is accessible to be done with Bo. Seems like the OT match is concluded. I heard some clapping. I hope Ink had won, but I won't know that.
Yeah, Ink also competing in the MMR tourney. Maybe he's been winning, but hey, I guess we're allowed a little favoritism if he's in our tourney.
Yeah. So actually, I'm going to be facing Ink right after this. So I went from one commentary match of Fifth Whammy versus Tony Big Blind, and then I'm commentating this match, and then directly after, I'm going to take back my setup from Mervo and go play Ink in losers. And honestly, I hope I lose, so Mervo and I can do some things. But I also contingent if Mervo loses. And I was saying earlier, before the commentator's mic was active, that we're all gonna like, you know, just be on Pojo's side, that Pojo's gonna win. But honestly, I really love how close this race is right now.
Yeah, both runners putting up a great fight against this seed. An hour 6 in. I think Pojo's interested in making a PF play. Exterior plus sewers are going to be 7 checks. You could even extend it to interior for a few more.
It's totally out of logic right now, and that could really burn him because Deku could be found by Mervo sooner or later.
No, so we found land title deed, right?
We know where land title deed is.
Yeah, trouble is we need Deku to actually take advantage.
So that's what I'm saying. Deku locks bombs, and that locks Zora. So technically, you shouldn't find Deku here. You shouldn't find Deku here.
Yeah, unless bombs are somewhere odd. Like, maybe Cafe was wearing bombs as the pendant.
Could be.
I could have sworn it was something brown.
Checks is, I assume it was Kotake Kome was a mystery grotto.
Yeah.
We've already done Picto Winner. None of our runners wanted to do back a swamp access. But yeah, that's also out of logic though. What else do we have in logic? We have Honey and Darling in logic on day 3 only, but they could still technically do it on day 2. Sadly, Mervo did not want to do Honey and Darling, probably because he knows he's out of logic for that, but could have done it on, still should have done it because it's so logical.
Well, Bomb Tree Bowling is the toughest minigame, and
but he's
Mervo's
on basketball, bomb ball.
Oh, that's the day 2 minigame.
Yeah, day 2.
Bomb Tree Bowling, yeah.
Pojo got caught lacking. And then where is he going now? Oh yeah, because he got caught. He's going back in.
Yeah, possible games for Pojo. The White Arrows, Mirror Shield, the most significant items we're looking for in addition to that Deku. Logically, given what we know, Deku shouldn't be here, but if there's a bomb bag sitting in, say, Mystery Woods or one of the remaining minigames, then it's still possible.
Honestly, you could be right. There could be a bomb bag somewhere there, right? But then it could also, Deku could also be there as well, because that's why the land title is an important counter.
Yeah, or whatever, the Cafe could rear its ugly head.
Yeah, for the Bremen mask or whatever that was on Pendant that we didn't see. We also have a Swamp Title Deed that was in Snowhead Temple that leads into a Mask of Truth on the Canyon Ledge. There's so many things. Deku could just be straight up DP song as Sonata, so, but then I'll kind of like increase the amount of items required for Pojo. Like let's say he finds Hook here, he will still need Light Arrows and Mirror Shield in the scenario that Sonata is on DP song.
Yeah, without Deku or Hook, you're not doing any more dungeons.
Doing Fish Lab, Great Big Host.
Yeah, so the moment a runner finds Deku, they're going to Deku Palace to get that song. The moment a runner finds
That is
Hook,
LTK. That is disgusting. Bremen Mass is on the face of Cafe. So
yeah.
Curio Man won.
Yeah, we think we also see something else on the pendant check. It was tough to tell on the screen in the opener.
Yep. Maybe Pojo will show us.
I mean, both runners kept their time of day.
Pojo is
on night
opting
1.
to void for some reason. And then he realizes that something. We don't have hookshot. Where are we going?
Yeah.
He just
oh.
he just did a face immediately off rip. He's all like, wait a minute. I don't have hookshot. He has to go back in. That is a huge time loss. And then he's all like, nah, I don't have logic. I'm just gonna warp out. It's just 2 checks. Camaro being done. Is this the first time? I don't believe so. But
Pojo did it, yes.
Pojo did. Well, we've already figured out our Terminative Field ICs. It's that room key.
Yeah, all the healing checks have been accounted for, save for Pamela, but no hook yet. Room key was a silver, I believe.
No, room key for Midnight Meeting. Like, it's 6 IC. Like, we've counted everything. It's Garo, Gibdo, Bottle, IA, I'm completely blanking now. It was definitely sick. Land title deed, room key. Our foolishes was Zora's Hall, Stone Tower Temple, and Stone Tower. Stone Tower Temple is just Stone Tower.
Indeed. So
We're finally clearing some Spear Zeros.
Yeah.
Mervo entering this place similar to how I entered this place, and he's all like, what the is this piece of? Alright?
yeah. Good camera work now. Not even bothering with the backwalk. Our runners try to keep Kotake off camera, or else we'll do
I
a
can't
12-second
see it.
cutscene.
He can't see it. No one can see it. I'm just gonna assume it's pendant. He's progging his time. He's like, I'm getting Bremen anyways.
Yeah, if you're getting Bremen anyway, I mean, you're stuck doing day 2 check anyway. So Pojo pursuing
Healing led
that
to
line.
a whole lot of nothing, so it's probably foolish at this point. Probably is.
Yeah. I mean, the perfect Snowhead Temple package popped up, pulled our runners away from this Mystery Woods.
There was absolutely nothing in post clear, so
No cancel. Oh.
no cancel. Had the bunny hood. Kinda forgot to equip it, or probably pressed it early, and then ate the input. And also, bunny hood running.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Serious song is playing in the Woods of Mystery. It really is the Lost Woods. It's the
We
whole
already
wrong
checked
game.
Picto winner, didn't we?
I believe Muervo did it.
Yeah.
Maybe Muervo did it?
Picto winner. We didn't do Kome Kotake. Like, we had a bottle early, didn't we?
Yeah, both runners
Why
missed
are
dates
we
in Mystery
equipping
Woods.
the All Night Smash? He hasn't done it, has he?
That's true. Only
Yeah.
Pojo did it.
Okay then. So this is working out lovely.
It was a really crowded Cycle 1. It's not every
Yeah.
seed you see. Snowhead Temple entered at 32 minutes.
And so I would technically say Pojo is still in the lead, because if it truly is a bomb bag somewhere, then yikes.
Yeah, Pojo hasn't actually committed to following through on the LTK yet.
Yep. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to do. Mervo's doing the last, I believe the last check that's left in Logic. Kome?
Cool, man. Also, Honey and Darling.
Honey and Darling.
Swamp Archery.
Kome, Honey and Darling. Swamp Archery. Did they do Swamp Archery?
They
Damn.
did not do Swamp Archery.
What about
Bo took a bit of... Well, Bo was old
what
lady.
about Shiro the Hero? They haven't done Shiro the Hero.
Shiro's still on the table, yes.
Yeah. Mervo hasn't done it. I thought they'd done it. Maybe Mervo done it before and then just forgot. It's been a while.
Wow.
Land title deed. Land title deed.
Land title
Bomb
deed with
bag.
that.
Zora.
Bombs are in Logic. We're back in Logic.
Where was our bottle? There was a bottle in Terminal Field IC1. IC.
Yes.
Not IC1.
Yeah, Spear
Terminal
Zero
Field
bottle
6,
into TF.
Yeah, exactly. Spear 1 deck goose. How accessible was that Gossip Stones, by the way? So it was Bow Spear 0 it was? Goron Spear 0.
Goron 0.
Spear 1 Lullaby, Spear 2 LTD, Spear 3 Bomb Bag, Spear 4 Zora. And then
Yeah.
Zora locked Blast on Spear 5.
Not too deep. We just went about it in a very roundabout way.
Yep. Don't worry, Pojo's getting to it.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, the Moon's Tier.
Interesting pickup here.
This is the North Clocktown IC. Besides that, or DP.
Yes, the Moose
Merv?
Tier was in an NCT IC3. The importance count there was Bow. It was Magic there, right? Bow, Magic, and this Moon's Tier.
Yeah. And this is the big gold trim, which could be our hook shot.
This is absolutely in Logic. That's Hook.
That's hook. It's Moon's Tier. Moon's Tier that was on what exactly? Bomber's minigame? Bomber's minigame? Human. It was human. It was human
Wow.
fairy. So
Alright.
what does our runners have left really? Obviously, it depends really what this song is. If this song is Sonata, we are in no mode. And it's just a matter of execution.
If this song is Sonata, that is go for Muervo.
That is go for Mervo. And then I'll be having to face Pojo instead right after Ink, unless Ink beats me. There's no winning with this loser side bracket for these 4 races because Mervo and I would have really loved to race, but then that means he has to smoke Pojo. Oh wait, that means Pojo's out. Oh no. Yeah.
There's Deku for Pojo. Pojo doubling.
Why is Pojo doubling?
Yeah, Pojo remembers their IC logic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pojo's doubling for final. Yeah.
Muervo rushing the Song and Deku Palace. We may have a race on our hands.
He doesn't need whatever that item is exactly, because if it is hookshot, it's not really going to help them exactly here, besides like faster Woodfall Temple. Any extra checks that Mervo did, Zora related, besides underwater? I believe none.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
sure.
That's his time save.
Yeah, there was no visit to PF and PR from Muervo.
Yeah. Mervo shaking the camera a little, giving me a little bit of a headache. Bottle lock all progression. That's basically kinda right, yeah.
All right. The moment of suspense here.
Hey.
No.
So, midnight meeting. Probably gonna hold our mirror shoot or our light arrows. 100%.
We need one of them.
We're gonna need Cafe's mask most likely.
Yeah, K Castle now a potential option if that mirror shows up first. K Castle for
basically
Sonata
they
for
need mirror
lights.
for Keg Castle, or they need light arrows just for Stone Tower Temple. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, if you find lights, let's go. If you find mirror,
Let's still go.
yeah, mirror gives you Sonata, which gives you go. You just have to do K Castle.
Yep.
So the search goes on.
Okay, I believe you. Well, our runners are basically going to want to go into GBT, but could be detrimental. Like, Mervo's warping away. Okay, he knows that he should probably still go into Woodfall. By the way, wasn't Mervo ahead? How did Pojo catch up? He skipped right side? Greedy.
I presume Pojo secured Sonata?
Yep. No, he secured Elegy at least, but...
Oh, LG, that's right. Yes, yes. Nobody secured Sonata.
So, we have a cursor on Pojo's screen. I believe that's his cursor. He is tracking on his laptop. I believe so. I could have sworn that he had his screens mirrored in the very beginning. But he also has his complete laptop monitor blocking the main monitor, so I assume he's playing directly on his monitor.
There's a big gilded there.
On his laptop.
Behind
He's
Woodfall.
perfectly fine. He's going to respawn exactly where he was.
Yeah, Muervo proceeding clockwise through Woodfall.
It works if you damage boost, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that. He's just gonna... Why is he peeking the chest? Why is he doing it that way? Pojo has to opt to fly to it.
It's bombs.
I guess we didn't need land title deed, eh?
Yeah, that explains the not required.
So that's Spear 1 Deku, Spear 2 Bomb Bag, Spear 3 Zora at this point, because we had access to get to even Path to Snowhead in like Spear 1 basically.
There's Pojo remembering the second use of their Moon's Tier. That will solve the NCTIC. And secure Pojo their hook
They
shot.
are neck and neck. This is close. It's literally whoever decides to go to the correct direction.
Yeah.
This is really like kind of basic owl logic stuff. It's just literally just a bomb bag owl logic. It's nothing insane like hopping snowball or like going into like Upper Arcana without magic, Snowhead without magic. It's very plain right now.
Yeah, I think all our logic has been untangled, and it's a straight, a minor casino. 1 out of 2 items. Which item do you find first, and is it the faster one?
Mervo is opting to go to Cape. We know one of the chests is dead because Pojo peeked it, I believe. But Mervo's going to give us a double eye.
Yeah, Great Bay Temple,
yep,
also fully in logic and clearable.
Yep.
If you commit to it. I mean, it's the
Pojo,
second dungeon.
Pojo's going in there off rip, which is, there's nothing wrong with it, but the problem is, he's probably going to clear out War. So it's kind of better to do the one-off check sometimes. In all honesty, maybe even consider going into Upper Icona, because you can get 1 check there, but then doing that whole climb, and that doesn't really guarantee that, like, it's progression, because you might not need to do Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, I mean, the advantage of Great Bay Temple is, yeah, it's an expensive dungeon, but it's got some checks for one. It could have your final dungeon access, and even if it doesn't, you still have a second dungeon.
If it holds either lights or mirror in there, which, by the way, they don't really have that many checks to do in Stone Tower Temple. Oh, well, Stone Tower Temple is dead, actually. Wait, so our runners just need to do Po Hut up there, really. Po Hut, beneath the well. Icona Canyon Grotto, which is called Secret Shrine Grotto. Those are really our only ones. So I gotta say Pojo currently in the lead right now because he's clearing some basic frog. Pojo's probably gonna last location PFI, honestly, and that could probably burn him.
Yeah,
Because,
I mean,
because how he screwed up, he probably feels less inclined to probably go back in there. He'll probably hit up even Icona first, and that may be detrimental.
possibly. Is Marvel
Well,
also
actually,
considering
honestly,
the visit?
honestly, regardless of the fact, if they get Mirror or Light Arrows, hitting Icona is a must anyways.
That's correct.
So it's not that bad to go towards Icona right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
finally bring Shiro his bottle.
Yep. Oh, exactly.
I mean, we haven't seen Ocean Title data, I don't believe.
I don't believe we did.
Yeah, there is Shrine Grotto.
You know what's terrible? Land Title Deed Turn-In could be Mirror Shield. Could be Light Arrows. But yeah, also the room key is still bugging me. Like, it should lead into... We've seen all the bomb bags too, right?
Correct.
1 bomb bag, back of Woodfall, 1 bomb bag on top. We've seen Blast. Did we see a 4th bomb bag actually? A 3rd bomb bag?
We found the blast map. There's only 3 bomb bags.
Yeah, there's only 3 bomb bags, so we only seen 2 bomb bags actually, right?
Oh, that's a miss from Corn Water Wheel from Huevo.
So maybe it could potentially lead into another bomb bag of a midnight meeting.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Pojo passed up that Bremen mask on Cafe, understandably.
Yep.
There's a chance it's that.
And that LTK was in the cage in sewers.
Oh.
Pojo did get the trick. Mervo, 3rd attempt to water wheel. I believe that was a small ground outside for Pojo. But we'll get the confirmation on that in just a moment.
There's a roll.
Camera is no good. Still works.
Good work, Huevo. Pojo had a funky camera too for his Corn Water Wheel attempt.
Small brown here.
Yes, I believe there's 2 shuffled chests. In this next room, we have Bosky's Junks in SGL, which is news to me.
You know Pamela could have light arrows, right? But you know, it could just be here too. Let's just wait real quick.
Yeah, Pamela's in play. And there's the Cafe's mask we feared.
Room key. Room key. The Deku locks the bombs, by the way, right? That locks Zora, that locks the Cafe's mask, and you're telling me that room key is still important because, you know, why?
I don't pretend to fully understand logic reduction.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that's probably guaranteed one of our ways to progression. Because like I said, it can't be a bomb bag at this point because bombs lock Zora. So that wouldn't make any sense, right? So it has to be either mirror or light arrows on Midnight Meeting at this point.
Yeah, if we've counted the IC6 right, and it sounds like we have. Midnight Meeting becomes a top suspect.
Yeah, so we're potentially in no mode for that, but we'll never know that. We'll probably try to have to figure out the spoiler situation, but no one's going to go down to the room to go peek the spoiler right now.
All right, Pojo is going to do warts. Both runners have the GFS, which can help them against ward if they land the quick kill. Not trivial, though.
Room key doesn't get reduced correctly due to how logic is written. It's come up before and been asked by Zoe. So you're agreeing with me that the room key could be important, right?
It sounds like it's a similar case to Giant's Mask and FD. Even though we start with Giant's Mask, it doesn't stop FD from being one star.
Yeah, so Fox is agreeing with me. The room key is the important count, so Fox is agreeing with me.
Yeah.
I'm under the impression because like it's similar to the Picto dilemma, because like you can get like a TF2 IC, Bottle is the true Wath, Bottle will lock your stump chest Picto, and Picto will still be used as back as swamp access, right? So it's similar to that. The room key isn't locked by Deku, so you can still use that for that. But even though that the Cafe's mask is locked by Deku, that doesn't mean that your way in has to be Deku.
Oh.
It can still be the room key.
Oh. Bomb True Guard over that chest, knocking Morbo off, costing a bit of time. Meanwhile, Pojo landed the quick kill on Warts. Good jump slash there.
I looked away for one moment and it's gone. I really hope that Mervo just figures that logic out, and that would be the sickest play ever. Like, it hasn't paid out at all. Like, All Night's Mask didn't pay out anything, right?
I mean, yeah, figuring out, yeah,
Stop Fighting didn't pay out nothing.
A&M had nothing behind it.
Yeah.
So, yes, if you saw, solving an IC6 in the Speedgaming Live hot seat, not a trivial task.
And then going back to that Pamela could still be important because Stone Tower Temple, not foolish except Song. Song, Boss Blue Warp was healing. So healing from any other dungeon clear. Technically in this case it would only be GBT and still at Temple. That could potentially give you your light arrows. Or Mirror Shield that gives you K Castle for Sonata, and then light arrows is in Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, I think the natural progression for a runner is to, get this done, cycle, set up your midnight meeting, head east, get your owl, climb your tower. Potentially climb your tower, yeah.
And hit the slime as well. But yeah, Pamela definitely could technically just be either light arrows or a mirror shield, but it won't lock the others because we're still under the impression that Midnight Meeting holds something. But Midnight Meeting could... Midnight Meeting... Can it lock both of them? Like I said earlier, light arrows, or in this case... Yeah, no, it could either be light or mirror.
Yeah, lights could say...
But can it lock the other one too?
Lights could lock mirror in Secret Shrine.
Yeah, and then mirror can lock light arrows in Woodfall Temple, right?
Yeah.
So
or mirror can lock lights in vanilla. Well, not in vanilla STT or normal STT. That is foolished out.
Yeah, because we don't really have that much info. It's just Tournament Field IC6.
Yeah, those Stone Tower Temple Fools is playing a big role now.
If Midnight Meeting just locks both of them straight up. What checks do they have left? They got GBT, PFI for Pojo. Secret Shrine Grotto, Pohut. That's about it. And Shiro the Hero. That's all.
Alright, good Iceless from Muervo there. Not an easy trick, one of the toughest in GPT.
Pojo is running low on magic.
Oh.
Oh no, he's gonna need more magic.
It's available in the corners of the arena.
And he got eaten. Well, that's really bad. Like, look at his HP.
A quarter hard, a simple brush from George or a minion fish would finish
He's
him
playing
off.
it safe. What he's gonna do, he's gonna look at his inventory, see he's out of see that he's out of options, he's going to try to shoot it and then immediately go for magic and then just hope that nothing ever happens.
Yes.
He checked, he double checked. He's all like, okay.
All right. Yes.
That's not where you go. That's not where you go. You don't go directly there. He's going to get eaten.
No, he just. Oh no.
You don't go there.
You called it, section. You called it.
We're hearing some strats. If you just like swim up, apparently he just dives over you.
Yeah, once George gets into that chase mode, very, very, very tough to shake. So that will burn a bit of time for Pojo. Pojo will heal back to 3 hearts. That will allow Pojo 1 mistake on the next attempt.
And where was double defense again? Because Pojo would have loved that.
Yeah,
Did not write that down.
Yeah, Muervo's
And
got.
Muervo got the big man advantage. The big man.
Indeed, Muervo's FD.
And big man, if no one knows where it was the Romani's Ranch, the racetrack chest. Pojo completely left it after getting oath in the recap.
Yes, and George is a boss where FD is a significant advantage.
Yep. And
even if the
not
targeting is
perfect,
syndicate.
but it's there. All checks are still equal. All checks are still equal for this one of the 2 items required to beat the game.
Yeah.
Mirror Shield, so we can do Keg Castle for Sonata, so we can clear Woodfall Temple as our 3rd dungeon. Or Light Arrows, and
yeah.
it's none of them.
George not going to alleviate our issue.
For our Fisherman's game, right? Did we have anything on that? Anything ambiguous?
Hinted. I want to say it was hinted dead.
Yeah, but you know what isn't?
It was Romani's game. It was Romani's mask, right?
Romani's mask on Beaver Race could hold the other one, by the way.
Oh, that's where Romani's mask was hinted. Beaver Race?
Yes.
I mean, if
He's going back in time. He's setting up Midnight Meeting. I don't believe he knows. I just think he's just doing it. And he's ahead because Pojo misexecuted. We're going to see that time prog. Not immediately off rip, but we are going to equip that Cafe's mask. And also do short long for some reason.
it's tough. You can't really combine them both. You could do short.
You definitely cannot. So if I was in his position, if I was going to do that, right, I was just going to like consider just like equipping it first, and then if it doesn't pay out, you reset. But for maybe Pojo, not Pojo, Muervo's sake, since he's on PJ, I don't know how easy it is to reset.
Let's see.
If Pojo immediately decides to go towards Midnight Meeting, that could technically seal it. Depends on cutscene land or also where this other item could be.
Alright, Pojo roughly a minute behind. Exiting GBT.
Yes, we do start with Giant's Mask flops. Big money, and I don't know what Muervo's doing. Yep, back in time. He ain't gonna hit the reset button because it's probably a lot more difficult for PJ.
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't even need a huge Rippy for anything. All our big money checks are gone.
Yeah.
Foolished out, or IC'd out.
IC'd out, yet none of our runners really fully understood that. Pojo is finally checking these checks. They are dead. He did check the like though. Pretty sure it's dead. I don't know why he's heading up here. He definitely should have been able to see that. Maybe it's the monitor. Maybe it's the monitor. His laptop's not that great. I think we already have the Cafe's mask equipped. Doesn't matter if he swapped to Goron. It's actually detrimental if he swapped to Goron. Heading to Mountain Village, 1-4. Swamp Title Deed turn in.
That's true.
Swamp Title Deed. It's still
Swamp
at
Title
tempo full
Deed
block.
leading the Mask of Truth. So 2 checks behind that, really.
Yeah. And then, so if Merville goes for that as well, and it ends up being that, and Pojo wins just because he goes for it first, I would just call shenanigans on that. But instead, Merville is playing a somewhat better play. He is pushing higher density. Obviously, you know, he hasn't done PFES, but he could get to I that
Yeah.
Pojo hasn't done.
Yeah.
Merville hasn't done PR as well, but
Yeah, on Pojo's first visit, he didn't have hook.
Yeah.
Could not do full PFI. Did not even not even ever
Red Rupee.
PFI.
Yo, Mask of Truth up there too.
That's true.
Oh, damn. Terrible checks that we have left. Midnight Meeting, that's probably it. Doggy Race win. The Bremen Mask off of Curio Man 1.
Yes.
Oh, God. My
Yeah.
throat is hurting just thinking about that.
This is a
There's the duplicate, so
Yeah.
it's all foolish.
if the Midnight Meeting logic surprises us somehow, we are thinking right now on comms that at least is something. But if it is not that way, we are in a casino.
For responding to Kirby. Kirby, FD is 100% the important count always. Always the important count. The only exception to that rule, what I would probably consider is that like if FD is on twin mode hard container.
Yeah, if Twin Mold locks FD somehow, I believe.
There's also
can be.
weird exceptions with the rule because of logic reduction. I've seen Twin Islands foolish, yet there's an FD mask on the Tingle purchases. Just because it's on the ranch map purchase and you could purchase it at Milk Road. That's another exception to the rule. So Pojo opting to check some density. Pojo is in the lead based on that, but Merville is heading towards a guaranteed win, hopefully, with that Midnight Meeting. Because if it's bombs, I literally don't know. Unless it's like, could be Mirror Shield chest. Could be Mirror Shield chest. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because it's definitely bombs locked. Bombs lock Zora. Zora locks cafes. Why would Midnight Meeting be bombs again? Unless...
Yeah. Marvel will secure the letter to Cafe here. It was sitting in the cage check in sewers. We'll have time of day to pursue that if needed after Midnight Meeting.
Yeah. Pojo giving us a good glance on those PFI checks. There's only like 3 more.
Yeah, it is. This race is too close to call.
Yeah. Pojo is risking it for the biscuit, by the way, in final hours, hoping that to find the light arrows or the mirror shield.
Yeah. Pojo has inverted, so every terminal hour while inverted is around 2 minutes 15 seconds of in-game real-time passing.
Wherever's going to check the peak first. See
Or no,
it's
he is
dead,
inverting now.
And then, yep.
Okay, yeah, that is inverted. I had trouble reading his clock.
2 more checks for Pojo. We didn't have any, like, could be Ocean Spider's house now, actually. Ocean Spider's house chest.
That's legal.
That not only is it legal, it's in logic.
Yep, yeah, nothing has foolished it out.
Let's see here. Come on, Pojo.
Guard room chest has something.
Is that big gold? That's big gold.
It is big gold. This is... Oh. Oh. Ranch defense is junked in these settings. So we can't even use it to skip playing the premium minigame. Yeah, Marvel also clearing PFI, but is, killing time toward that Midnight Meeting turn-in.
He'll probably be able to get to Midnight Meeting by the time he's done with this. But the problem is, if Light Arrows or Mirror is up tier, Pojo is 100% winning. There's no way around it just because of the time of day. And there's literally not a lot left. Like, Pojo finds progression here, that's winning the run to RNG. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Any
Good.
other weird checks that he can do in the meanwhile? Pohut, beneath the well.
Poho beneath the well.
That's
Pojo
about
actually
it.
passed on the Gibdo mask, if you remember. Saw it, did not swim down to pick it up.
You right, you right. It is IC too, but it's just IC because it's Icona access. We're depositing the money because it's completely empty. And then he realized, I'm gonna buy red potion. Actually,
Can't. They're
can't.
closed.
He's gone. You can buy a blue potion though, and that's what we're doing. We're gonna check our Shiro the Hero. Except
Doesn't
we've
have the
never
owl.
been to Icona.
Yeah, both runners still have to set up their Icona Owl. That was another option to spend the time
Yeah.
from Wergo, I feel.
They've never been up there yet. Yeah.
But yeah, it's really tough to turn down a full PF if you've
It
never
routes
visited
really
it.
well with Merva, by the way.
Yeah, I
Midnight
mean-
meeting, then you head up there, and he warped to Zora shop. Like, you're gonna go to Icona anyways. Any way you slice it, you're going to Icona. And they bought the wallet too, so then like they have no excuse.
Alright, Muervo's going to see the final check in PFI right after midnight. Could not have, well, tough to time this any better.
Yeah. Mervo, give us justice. Go towards midnight meeting. And then this is where Pojo finds Mirror Shield, and then Mervo finds Light Arrows, and then it's still Pojo's win because Pojo is in final hours. Where are we going? Oh, okay. No midnight meeting yet. Soon. He's setting it up.
Yeah, you have to go back to CT to use that letter to cafe.
Fox is saying ranch, midnight meeting, or east. Yeah, basically, yeah. 2 ranch checks, midnight meeting, and everything in the east. Yep.
Yeah, Pojo doing progression here.
I mean, yep, that is right.
You're going to need this owl. And there's checks up here. I mean, there's Shiro. Shiro could have it. You know, Secret Shrine could have it pretty easily. Oh, no. Oh,
Come
no.
on. Yo, just go up there. You have the money.
Oh, no. That caused...
It's not that bad, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's still got 100.
Yeah. At least he picked up the Garos mask. That's for one. How many blunders has Pojo done? He's done 2 big blunders. He's went out of sewers without hook, which didn't end up mattering. And then he did that. That's basically 2 blunders that he's done so far. Here comes Mervo. He's about to turn in that that LTM. No, he's going for midnight meeting first. We're gonna deposit over here. Okay, he likes this mailbox.
It's a convenient mailbox. We have a room key. We can walk right in the door.
There is a mailbox in the south entrance, right where that door is. The entrance is the east. Oh, yeah, east. I did not get a peek at that, but I don't believe that was anything important.
All right.
All right, let's
a
see
logical
here.
mystery being solved right now. Is it midnight meeting?
I have no clue about that room key then. Don't
no, it is
add me.
not. We are in a casino.
Okay. We gotta rethink. What was this tournament field I see?
Oh, I've given up on that an hour ago section.
Connor access, bottle, ice arrows, land title deed.
Pojo aiming for the hook here. It's a tough one to grab. You know, there's an option to just shoot the Octoroks of ice arrows here, but Pojo's out of magic.
Yep.
And you don't want to drink the blue potion to refill your magic. That costs you 100. And you want to hit the owl before you go back down and turn the potion into Shiro.
Yeah. You can't death warp either. Mervo is opting to go to second night so he can collect on Cafe. He needs to. It's a 2-parter though. Honey and Darling, not done by both of our runners, right?
That's true.
Really?
We've had Honey and Darling
Really?
sitting here for 1 hour, 45 minutes. It's even slipped our notice here on Restream.
Here's the east play.
Yeah.
The east play that was required anyways.
Bottle.
Hey,
I
that's
believe-
important, right?
I believe that is bottle percent.
That's bottle percent.
We have seen all 6
We've seen
bottles
all the
this
bottles.
seed.
We have Picto to collect on Gold Dust, but
Oh, just
Wait
missed
a
the last throw there.
wait a minute. Could still lock light arrows and mirror shield. It just won't lock the other
Long
one.
Play for Pojo. Soaring back. All right, second wallet on Honey and Darling. That's gone.
That's dead.
Yeah, that West Clock Town I see one with a Goron in it.
Let's
Should.
found one, and there was already accessible wallet earlier that was already marked dead via ICs.
Yeah, multiple hints should keep our runners off of Bank 3.
By the way, Pojo did like a arm movement. I don't know what he was doing it for. Did you get noticed? He didn't hit the owl.
Oh.
The seed's going a little long. The seed's going a little long. He didn't get to have lunch or something. We had breakfast. He didn't sleep. Pojo didn't sleep. Oh yeah. So Pojo was deciding to play Mario Party till the wee hours, and Merville opted to sleep, and that could be the difference maker.
Yeah, I don't think going to bed early would have saved me in my seat. That was just a
All right,
spectacular
Shiro the
mess.
hero.
Okay, so it was
It
indeed
was
vanilla
pendant.
pendant. All right.
I did get it right in the beginning.
Meanwhile, after an oopsie potion, Pojo comes back with a blue, gives it to...
What for?
Good heavens.
Yo,
Did we
there's
ever
no
s-
there's
did-
no way for him to go in right now unless he does Beaver Race, by the way. Beaver Race for Romani's mask.
Right.
At least he can keep that through time. There's a lot of random weird, like, off things that's still left. They can still technically do sound check for either one of the 2 items left. Or they
Yeah.
can do Gold Dust for Smithy 2.
I mean, it's
for one of the
possible.
other
It's
two.
possible that Light Arrows is behind
They
one
could
of
have
those
the most
checks,
cursed
and
SGLC.
Light Arrows behind one of those checks, Mirror behind the other.
Yeah, exactly.
And I believe in that case, it would qualify. They both would be declared not required.
Yeah.
You need one of them,
Yeah.
but not any specific one.
There's Pamela, there's Pohut, left side, right side. Well, can we just go for a Zora thing? Pojo's looking over, thinking that the race is over. I would too. It's 1 hour and 48 in. Not as long as the last race though, and it won't be that long anyways when Pojo finds his last item. Same thing with Mervo, because Mervo is actually in final night, and he needs to slow down his time if he hasn't.
I don't think we're inverted. If you're going to do Bremen, you should invert
he's
here,
inverting.
especially if you're doing a dog
Oh.
race as well.
Pojo is a little upset, not knowing what to do. He's probably going to go Prague time and do Aroma in office, bar, Aroma in bar.
Yeah, it's tough. You've got Aroma and Bar on one, and you've got Midnight Meeting on the other, and you can't double forward to Aroma and Bar without missing Midnight Meeting.
Mervo has been always commentating that his races has been pretty cursed, and I say that room key makes it uberly cursed. I just don't know what else was in Terminal Field. Cannot be room key for Aroma and Bar. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, Werpo taking advantage of a mini opportunity to put on that crying mask.
Left side should be dead. Exactly. Left side should be dead. Just right side available. The big smile is because they can hear us a little. They can hear us a little. They're not going to hear a lot of us. And there's a cursor on the screen. We're going to ignore that. There's 2 of them. I don't know if the stream can see both the cursors, but we welcome it. Our overlords.
All right, Werpo trying
The
dog race.
cursor.
Pojo pursuing that letter to cafe.
Pojo's going back for it. He routes well with whatever Mervo's doing right now. Doggy race, win. Get the Bremen mask, and then you can also do doggy race, win. I'm surprised Pojo ain't doing Po Hut. Po Hut, right side well, it's not that bad. Oh, wait. No mirror.
Yeah.
No mirror. Right side well is really bad.
Yeah.
Deku locked all the bomb bags. Snowhead Temple.
Wow.
Snowhead Temple pull block small key chest had the swamp title deed. Deku. You use Deku for swamp title deed to get the Mask of Truth on the ledge, and then you do Doggy Race win for the bomb bag.
Yeah, wherever letting the racetrack proprietor know what he thinks of the prize winnings.
All right then.
And now we have Bremen via letter to cafe in PFS.
Got that pendant.
This is the scraping we're down to try to find lights or mirror. Either one puts the runners in go. This may be our first lemons on Restream here at Speedgaming Live.
And no one's going to scream lemons right now. So the other runner isn't going to know.
Yeah, I don't have any Dino Dance emotes to hold up right now.
We've got some lemon emotes in the chat. We got duck dancing, and I don't have no clue what this is.
Oh.
They did the gritty goose, of course, but I don't know what this other one is. Some sort of like old animation thing.
All
So
right.
that's 1, 2, 3.
I didn't think we found Couples Mask.
Don't believe so either. Maybe did he just go in there for Roma in office just in case?
I think we're going to get a double to Aroma in bar. Did we see what the Postman Peak had?
Postman Peak. So remaining checks is like Po Hut, right side well, Mirror Shield chest, Seahorse not required, Gold Dust, and Beaver Race Romani's Mask not required for sound check.
Well, take it up with the whoever's managing the seed rolling machine here at Speedgaming Live. Matt and Checkray's got the one merciful seed so far on Restream.
It will be pretty bad for Pojo if Pojo ends up losing it due to another not required scenario, because it was more straightforward in Pojo's previous seed. Pojo had a 2 important counts, Southern Swamp, right? Bomb Bag was the first true watt of Southern Swamp. And then Boat Archery had a Captain's Hat not required. So Pojo was under the impression, and there is a Roman office bar that's also dead.
Wow.
He was under the impression that land title deed was going to lead into progression that seed. Sadly, in that case, Captain's Hat led into one of the other dungeon songs, and that gave,
and it was
gave Tony Big Blind the big win on that.
Right, because it was Lullaby, and Lullaby's a quicker dungeon.
Yeah.
So yeah, if something is not required in one of these seeds, it could still be valuable if it lets you get to your 3 dungeons quicker.
Yeah, especially with that land title deed. Land title deed not required, but then it's still important counted. Like,
yeah, it's just one of the nuances of those settings that, you know, as runners, we reflexively see that not required and think, oh yeah, I can skip that. I can put a big X in it in my tracker. But the SGL format here means that, you know, maybe there's cases where you do it anyway.
with how cursed this seed is, and due to the lack of them writing down hits, do you expect a double forfeit? That could be in the works.
I don't think you forfeit a restream race, you know, if you're the runner.
If
I
you're
mean,
the
that's
runner,
my view. I mean, no matter how much it sucks, no matter how much the seed throws at you, you stick it out because, you know, it's a live MMR tournament and you only get to do it once, and it's, there's a certain privilege of being on restream.
I would hope not. Pojo definitely would not, but I'm unsure about Mervo. Mervo has other ulterior plans. It was not just to win SGL, it was to hang with the homies. You can't hang with Pojo forever. You gotta hang with other people, you know? He also doesn't want to hold us hostage. But yeah. Gossip's not required land title do trade, upper icon, question marks. It's always been like this in MMR, but with performance, it's not super required. Those situations usually don't happen. Yeah.
One silver line for Pojo is that he secures FD.
Yeah, it's FD. Wasn't this a gold trim? Merv was going to feel a little upset seeing this immediately.
It's a gold trim for
a big blink.
Double defense. No, not double defense.
Bottle.
Bottle. Yeah, that
big
was
blink. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, if you're in the runner seat right now, you almost want it to be kind of awful, because if you find it on someplace obvious, you're going to start being afraid that your opponent got it first.
Yeah.
Alright, Moro trying to Zora dive method. You want to bump across both walls without triggering the collision animation. Nicely done. One of several methods of traversing this river in Iconic Canyon.
So if it does end up being Pohut, that is something that's kind of awful for our runners for not pushing immediately, because they knew Icona was going to be required regardless. As for Well, that's a whole different story, because right side Well is really rough. And we're warping out.
We also have Pamela here. Pamela's on the table.
Yeah, Pamela. No one's doing Pamela.
Pamela and Pohut.
Marv was warping out. Yeah, as I mentioned, Pohut.
Last seed was a required Pamela seed.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do Pohut in our seed, but at least we had K-Sword. We had an excuse to avoid Pohut. These fellows have had GFS in the first hour.
We got that letter to Mama, by the way, so he's able to check that out.
Yes, Muervo is going to make the 9 p.m. cutoff for turning that in without Romani's mask.
Really, really bad spot for that letter to Mama.
I think every spot left is a bad spot section.
It is, pretty much.
I mean, if it is the Seahorses Beaver Race situation, which we have to start fearing that now. We have to start fearing that now.
Checks? We got like 3 other checks besides those terrible ones.
Iconic Castle Pillar in play.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I probably would have checked that. In this seed, I would check that. I would check that.
I think it's time for Daddy's little girl, Pamela.
Everyone's gonna love it. Progression's on here.
Last year, the check of the tournament was Scrubly relocation. Maybe Pamela can make a bid for Speedgaming Live infamy.
Two-parter, really long check, but it is Marvo's favorite. Make the girl happy. Do it for her.
Yep.
No,
get some bombs first to scare her before you make her happy.
Yeah, tough love. He actually did look for that. He did actually look for it, though. He did look for the stone mask. Pojo is also going to do Pamela before Pohut. Do you do that, though? Mervo got one of his bomb soaks. Both Pojo and Mervo doing the same thing of trying to pull out the Ocarina first.
Yeah, the bomb will vanish here if you drop it in the wrong spot. The water is deep enough.
It's not just dropping it in the wrong spot, because you pick it up from the ground, so then you can extinguish it off rip. And it's very apparent for Out of Logic playing with Powder's Cake for East Clocktown Bombable.
Oh.
You're in the water, you pull it out, oops.
Oh no.
Mervo doing a sigh of relief early.
No. Pamela's dad is full of love. Love doesn't win races in Speedgaming Live, however.
And so Pojo got one check left, logically, for him, until he picks up that, oh well, no, one check of, not of the 2 horrible ones. Oh, he also skipped Right Palace, too.
Right Palace.
If he was going to lose to Right Palace, it would have been already.
Yeah, so we also have Castle Pillar to contend with.
Castle Pillar, too, yeah.
I mean, if you're completely out of ideas, you might as well.
Mervo's checking the one-off baddie. And then he's going to have to go get Bean after.
Wow. Good one-frame gainer from Muervo there. Is that...
Bomber's
No.
Notebook.
it's the Tome of Time Loss.
And I guess he's going for Pohut now.
Yeah, it's Pohut and... Well...
They're both going to do Pohut at the same time. This is crazy. Mervo's taking the right side path. Gonna probably enter in as Goron and forget. Nope.
Doesn't forget. Yeah.
Mervo's taking the left side path.
Both runners armed with GFS. That will help them a bunch in Pohut. Yeah.
And if this ends up being it, I'm not going to cheer. I'm just going to nod. And I hope that none of the people behind us cheer, because it's actually getting so close that we kind of don't want to startle them.
All right, Muervo dispatching the first of the Little Women.
Mervo's got an interesting strat with the great spins. It doesn't really work out that well.
Yeah, they both go invisible, so they need to take another shot.
And now they're off sync as well.
Nice work.
But, oh no, he hasn't hit the blue one already. So this is what you're supposed to do, like from Pojo's side. Except Pojo accidentally Z-targeted them.
I think the very best tech is to let them hit you,
Yeah,
and then
you JS right after.
and then you just jump slash them.
Yeah, now we're going to equip Bow. And so it's that one that Merv is looking at. Yep. Fox is saying you don't agree with the pillar play. The pillar play is in logic. It's in logic. It could hold light arrows. It could hold mirror shield. It's definitely worth peeking.
Yeah, runners even have lens too, so that added trick doesn't even come into play.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there was a Season 4 qual where something ended up on there and everybody lost a ton of time.
I had a mystery seed once that it was exactly that. I just needed the logic to prove that. And once I had the logic to prove that, I did it. And it ended up being it.
It's not Pohut. So we're looking at forward
We gotta
well.
buy 5 beans for forward well, right side, and mirror shield, Jeff. And then if it's not that, our runners are expected to go back in time yet again.
Yeah.
Muervo is opting to buy the blue potion for left side because he is unsure about that.
Yeah.
That wallet still.
Yeah. Wallet logic for Milk Road Tingle and the Milk Road IC1.
It would be really funny if mirror shield was on the other side. It's so tantalizing, and then you turn it in, and then the light arrows. But then it wouldn't make sense unless like the Ocean's Title Lead is in well, because then it wouldn't be any of the other two not required, because then it would mark it as required, you know, in that scenario.
Pojo going back to Deku right side.
Gonna buy the bean and also do the check.
Yeah. Can combine this with bean purchases.
Yeah. Problem. Does he have Gibdo? He didn't get Gibdo, did he?
Pojo knows the location of Gibdo.
He knows where Gibdo is.
Declined to pick it up. Was right there. Did not take the 10 seconds to swim down. And that's going to cost Pojo time now.
Yes. These time of days things is just so awkward. Wait, Mervo hasn't done this? Has Pojo done this?
I believe Pojo did it. I was surprised Muervo hadn't done it myself. Because Muervo did Mystery Woods.
We're going to buy beans not over there. We're going to buy over here, actually. Never mind. We're going to go do Swamp Arch because, never mind.
Yeah, there is Swamp Archery. Nobody's done...
Nobody done Swamp Archery?
Nobody had done Swamp Archery.
No.
God. Wow. I probably should have a map tracker in front of me when I do commentary in the future.
Well, it shouldn't have been this long.
Yeah, Swamp Archery I do not believe anybody has done.
Fox is saying to immediately kill one of the red and blues off rip when they're spawning. I didn't know that you can JS.
You can actually do a jump slash. You can't Z target, but you can jump slash if you line up just right and hit
Okay,
it.
so no, that is the 100% best strat then.
Absolutely.
We're able. Why are they both doing it at the same time?
I think it both occurred to them at the same time. Remember how active that cycle 1 was, how we found such a smooth...
Aye, Spears are a bow, right?
Yeah.
Where was bow again?
Old lady.
Old lady.
You know, and we were making predictions on how long the seed was last. Nobody expected a disaster of this magnitude.
Damn, my ears are hurting. If this takes too long, I'm gonna be late for my race with E.
Good heavens, I mean... It's only 4:55 local time. It feels like 7 to me.
You're in this time zone, aren't you, though?
I am.
Yeah. Jet lag, or it just feels like a long day because you wake up earlier to do things, or
Well,
you're doing
because
more important things-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Because one
It's not
seed
just
had
like-
Bank 3 and Pamela, and the other seed has this.
Exactly.
If these were the seeds that we envisioned when creating SGL settings, and many of them turn out like that. I mean, we've had folks, practice these settings and run these settings. These are anomalies we are experiencing right here.
Swamp Archery dead. Where is Pojo going?
What now?
Is he going to PFI? Has he not finished PI?
I believe Pojo did visit PFI. Didn't Pojo visit PFI? Pojo was doing it at the same time Morvo was doing it.
Yeah, Mervo did PFI.
Is this
Did
a
he
visit
not
to
peek this?
the Coast Ledge?
We peeked this. We peeked this with somebody.
Yeah.
I guess he never peeked this.
Yeah, it's a piece of heart.
Piece of heart.
And he's just going to roll right in. And this is Macau for Morvo, which Morvo never did.
No one's
Yeah.
done Macau. No one's
Pojo
done Ocean
did
Spider
Macau.
House.
Pojo did Macau.
Pojo did Macau. No one's done Ocean,
Ocean
Spider
Spider
House.
House is on the table, yes.
Why do we always keep on remember these checks? It's been a long seed. It's been a long
So
day.
much stuff has slipped past me on commentary today.
We're trying our best out here.
Yeah.
I've been told that Pojo did Macau already. I don't know.
Yeah. Pojo did do Macau already.
Yeah.
That much I remember.
Yeah. Did he accidentally shoot the green again? He just shot the red again as well? No?
Yeah,
Okay, no.
tough
Okay.
aim for Pojo.
Red, green,
You know, 6
yellow,
colors.
red,
And
red, green,
not the same color
yellow,
2 times in a row.
green is red.
All right. Pojo's going to need those 2 pots by
Okay.
him.
He's going to need.
Those will provide 20 more.
So the pattern so far: red, green, yellow, red.
Yeah, I believe the math works out so that you are guaranteed to finish if you don't miss any masks, and you take advantage of those pots, even if you pick the worst combinations possible and try. But Pojo finds him. And then Morvo Pinnacle Rock play. Ocean Spider House chest fails.
Pojo's been to Pinnacle Rock, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Pojo did Pinnacle Rock way back in Cycle 1. It was time kill for Night 3.
Yes.
Yeah, we have 2 open checks in well. The Milk Road IC1 wallet situation should eliminate left side well for us.
Mervo already did Town Arch, I believe.
Yeah, Morvo did Town Archery. Pojo is not.
And Pojo didn't do Honey and Darling.
Oh yeah, Pojo's not Donation D. I mean, those... Yeah, like, this is Sphere 1. This is a Sphere 1 check Pojo's doing right now.
Sphere 1
You
check.
know, I mean, that's the danger of finding so many useful items early, is that these Sphere 0s, Sphere 1s just get completely left by the wayside, only to
Big gold
bite you in the butt at the end.
Marvo, but blast.
Last mask.
Foil. That's Deku locked. And Deku locked all bomb bags. So if we're getting this right, the last checks we have is right side well, mirror shield chest, and then the two very terribly hinted always hints that says not required, because they could lock each other. They could lock, one side locks mirror, one side locks light arrows. Any other mask that we're missing? We're missing Postman's hat, right?
Yeah.
We're missing Couple's mask. That's about it, really.
That's not it, so...
Keaton's mask, but we have a north clock down 3, so we know Keaton's is dead.
Has the time come for the well?
You could get it. You're going to get it, but... So Vidya's going to try to resolve this right now for us, but I don't know if he should say it. I think he should whisper it in the other people's ear, and then the commentators, we will just kind of try not to hear it and say it.
I don't want to know. I do not want to know.
You don't want to know yet?
Move.
You don't want to know
I do
yet?
not want to be spoiled on this. I would like to be there with the runners. You know.
We will be there as soon as we finish our little jaunt through left side well that it should be dead unless nothing makes sense in MMR. Left side well is dead. Milk Road, important account 1. Gorman Bros raised fire arrows. Ranch map purchase had a wallet. But our terminal field IC is still like really weird because we assumed there was a room key. We're sure we haven't found anything else, but Midnight Meeting was dead. What? Yeah, no, land title. It was Icona Access, model, ice arrows, land title deed, and then room key was the only other thing. The land title deed turn. What about it? That's part of the IC. Yeah, no, land title deed is the IC. There's 6. Yeah, the trade. No, did someone do the trade? So that's also another one. That's one of the other 3. That's 3. Yeah, you're right.
That's true. That's true. Gossipstone's land title did.
So that's dead.
Postman's hat.
And he's gonna warp away.
Yeah, we know it's dead thanks to the ICs.
Should be dead. But no, like Tony made a good point. Someone's kazooing in the back, okay? I lost my train of thought. All right, so they brought up a good point. Land title deed technically
could have something behind
could
it.
hold light arrows or mirror shield. Oh, it's one of the 3 always. One of the 3 always that's left. That's super ambiguous.
At least soaring back the... Wait, is Moervo forfeiting his beans?
He's forfeiting his beans. That's two checks. I mean, honestly, what would you want to do? You want to do Seahorse, or you want to do?
Pojo's going back, picking up that Gibdo.
You want to do Beaver Race for sound check. You can prog your time immediately off rep, do Beaver Race, and then you can grab your gold dust right after. It's almost on par as checking Mirror Shield chest. Take that.
Indeed. Indeed. Pojo would have to rebuy all the beans because, yeah, with no mirror shield, the only access to right side well is through forward.
Yep. Pojo's definitely done the dongles. Was his time of day that progressed?
I think Pojo's just trying to find rupees for well because I think their accounts are mostly empty. We haven't really needed to use the bank.
Oh yeah. Hey, he got his 50. He's gonna collect 100 just in case. Both our runners are pulling their ocarinas out.
Yeah,
One of them has a useless hat on.
Yeah, Muervo's already
I'm
doubling.
I'm sure they also peaked Postman, right? Surely they did.
Yeah, so much doubling from Muervo on this point. Alright, now Pojo loading up. Needs to buy the beans, getting the blue potion. There's Gwei's up there that he could have shot for an extra 50 rupees if he was planning on beans. We could see the rare transition from Iconic Canyon to Southern Swamp here.
We're gaining a blue potion for left side well.
Alright, does Pojo take advantage of the river for beans? I guess not.
Did he just sword a woodfall?
He's
getting nuts. He's getting nuts for well. This food's shaking his head. I didn't hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't know if the stream heard it. I don't want to hear it.
I am very curious about the ICU situation in Terminal Field, though.
Did you at least look at the Terminal Field, IC? Okay, could you at least tell me? Yeah. Oh, there was Captain's Hat there. I didn't remember that Captain's Hat was there. Okay, that makes sense. I tripped the whole stream about. My apologies. I did not remember where Captain's Hat was.
Where was the Captain's Hat?
Where was the Captain's Hat? Do you remember? I don't want to hear it. Alright, so Pojo trying to pick up water, picks up a fish instead. Pretty atypical. We're buying our beans again. Tony's being a little too loud. That's what I'm hearing. What? You good, man. Fish zooming back towards his bottle, lol. Yeah. Alright, who's in the lead, really? Because Pojo is still on the left side well shenanigans. Merva's about to go to right side well. He's gonna need a fish.
Yeah. The fish is grabbable en route.
Where?
There's a fish on the left side.
Merva already did left side. So
I don't know if there's another fish accessible on right side. I always get it from left side.
There probably is, but it's like not where you would want it, you know? It's already past the point where you would need it.
I think so. I think you're right.
There might be no fish, but yeah.
Alright, but yeah, Pojo's gonna find out.
Pojo is all like,
Postman should see that that's dead thanks to the NCT IC3.
Pojo literally, Alright, now. Oh, by the way, did Mervo get enough bombs? Yeah, he has 25 bombs. And then he needs a milk. You know where he could get a milk? Definitely not the Secret Shrine Grotto. That was an empty bottle. Mervo doesn't have the fish right now.
Right.
He's looking for a fish. There's no fish on this side.
I think Ops, they did check hideout chest. Yeah, they took a while to get to Ops.
Yeah. Someone's asking for the Stone Tower. They don't need to climb Stone Tower because if they can climb Stone Tower and actually invert, then they would be able to beat the game already.
Yeah, I should note that Stone Tower and Stone Tower Temple are foolish. That is the one small piece of mercy that the seed has to offer us is a foolish Stone Tower Temple.
We got a milk.
Yeah, I mean having to make well preparations at 220 in a on-stage Speedgaming live seed. Our runners did not expect this test of endurance.
Yep. I believe it's just one more hit. Mervo didn't opt for any of the quicker hits. And then he's going to need to replace that bombs. Yep. Also replaces the bow. I wonder what for. But he obviously needs a fish. He's gonna work away. Then he's gonna need bugs, but he can get it from the room after. And we are at the 220 mark. We are way a bit over the average.
This is the new longest SGL seed ever.
And I don't blame them. There's 3 ambiguous always, and 2 of them could hold our progression.
Could you show me some pity section? Tony and I went through all of that early this afternoon just to be outshone by this monstrous seed.
Exactly. So we got our fish. Where to next? Exactly. Oh, the milk. You could do gossip things. You could turn that in. That's really awful if you really think about it. Because, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no, land title deed for the bombs. Land title deed for the turn-in, too. Screw that grass in particular. What are you hoping? You hoping for light arrows or you're hoping for mirror?
If I'm a runner, I'm hoping for it to be over. I'm hoping for my opponent to raise their hand and put me out of my misery.
Yeah, just like, let's, at a certain point, maybe we both go up and just put our hands on their shoulder and be like, we're mercy killing it.
Alright, here's Pojo taking advantage of the built-in Deku patch in the middle of the well to get his notes.
Or if you're asking for the always that's super ambiguous right now is land title deed. That's also IC'd, by the way, because it leads into a bomb bag. But the land title deed on Gossips could lead into one of the 2 items required. There is a seahorse that has gold dust that's also not required that could lead into one of the 2. And then there's Beaver Race. That is Romani's mask. Right side chest.
Right side well. Is this it?
Big.
There it is.
Mervo's not going to like that.
There it is.
And
we have gun
Mervo
mode
is right next to it, right?
pojolonewolf at 2 hours.
Mervo right next to it?
23 minutes.
Where is he? He's grabbing bugs here. I've never seen anyone grab bugs here.
Well, thankfully we have the mini-map so I can remember what part of the well we're in.
Also, oh, wait a minute. Mervo's going to win. Look at the time of the day. Look at the time of the day. It's over. He's still, Pojo needs to prog time yet another time. They both have FD. They both have FD. Oh, I am not.
Here we are.
Yo, by the way, not only do I have to race Ink, and I have to race Pojo right after. This whole day has been me commentating and then 2 races. Don't pity me. I brought this upon myself.
Wervo secures the light arrows. Both runners are in go. We do not need to do Egos.
So I was told where Mirror Shield is. Would you like to know, Whammy?
I think it's fine to share it at this point.
It was Postman's Freedom. None of them peeked it.
I did ask once if we saw the postman check.
I asked that too. I knew for a fact we didn't see it.
Holy hell.
Reminder that Letter to Mama was on Shiro the Hero. You're joking me. You're joking me. And then Lens? Lens was what exactly?
Lens was in Graveyard Grotto.
Graveyard Grotto, yes. Bomb Lock.
Yeah, we didn't ever see it.
And then Gibdo is technically bomb locked as well, because Zora was bomb locked.
Wow.
Damn. We didn't get the most cursed seed. We just got some cursed runners up here.
Wow.
Alright, well, let's see if Pojo can bring him back from this deficit, but sadly, it is probably going to be for the win for Mervo, which is Not ideal for Mervo.
Yeah, Mervo.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm not facing Pojo. I'm facing Mervo. Mervo's absolutely not actually happy about this, about winning, because he kind of wanted to be out. Because now he has to wait for me to race Ink, and then I'm gonna have to race him at 8:30-ish.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
At least he gets a break, you know.
Yeah, I think the time of day gap not going to be as large because Mervo will go past midnight here. Won't be able to clear ISTT
Mervo will
that
go past
quickly.
midnight, but Pojo will probably finish STT pretty quick. The thing I want to see from Pojo, at least, is I want to see him not transform into Goron at all. He needs to stay human absolutely the whole way through. Human all the way up until pulling out FD. Even like using bow strats is like probably better than using FD. But he is actually gonna have to still either stay on the platform right after killing Twin Bolt, or immediately swapping to Goron to quickly get into that.
Yeah. Keep your eye on those clocks, audience.
This is close. Fox is 100% doubting Pojo's skill of coming back. No BKs. How the hell did Mervo get up here so fast than Pojo? Pojo had to progress time. Even though Pojo picked up the light arrows first, he had to progress his time, which killed into it. And Pojo missed an LG, that too. Technically, Pojo probably would have been up into the climb for Stone Tower Temple first, even with all those time progress.
Yes.
And Mervo's setup is flawless.
Excellent jump.
Here's that hook shot. We got it. Pojo's setup is a little bit different.
Oh no.
That's definitely not what you do.
Yeah, you don't want to roll too far
that's
here.
a save. His position is further back. His ankle changed there.
Ankle change.
But don't worry, he's still human.
I mean, we're all
Well,
yeah, we're all
that, but I meant he's human link.
yeah.
He ain't progressing. He ain't losing time to progression right now.
Yeah. All right, Pojo around 45 seconds behind on spawning that chest with 2. Of course, keep an eye on that time of day.
He's gonna have to stay human here. Yep. He knows. He knows.
Oh no.
Okay, Mervo.
Well, Igor goes down. That flag will stay set.
If only we just hear the Wii music the whole time while that fight is happening. Instead, we're gonna hear
Oh.
MET
Yeah.
Empering too. Don't know what that's from.
Yeah, I mean, nerves are super high when you know you've gone through this ordeal of a seed, and now you've just got to close it out.
Pojo's sweating. Pojo's sweating. Mervo, I'm not sure. Mervo lost a little bit of time there. He knows the strat. He knows the strat.
Good aim from FD from Huevo.
Really great hits.
Yeah. That was a nice hit. It's not easy to make those beams hit a moving twin mold.
Red just needs one more. I believe blue just needs one more as well. Mervo hit that thing 3 times. 3 times.
Blue twin mold down from Huevo. Pojo spawned twin mold around, again, that 45, 50 second gap, maybe closer. Probably around 50-second gap.
How's
on
Mervo
that
HP doing? Mervo's HP is doing phenomenal as well. There's no way he's dying in the door as well.
Yeah, our runners are loaded for bear combat-wise. There are so few checks left in this seed for them to...
That is twin mold dead. And our trackers can now track yet another thing in just a moment. Thank you to our trackers, by the way.
Thanks for sticking this out with us. Audience, thank you for sticking this out with us. A true test of endurance.
It's almost over, Mervo. Bring it home. Right? Rolling in with FD. I wonder if we're holding back the schedule.
Red, blue twin down from Pojo.
What was Pojo's time on it? Mervo's doing my favorite, just killing that Gwei in particular.
I mean,
Yep.
that Gwei in particular lives in this seed.
Oh wow, Pojo is a little bit further behind than I thought, but nah, it's fine. This time of day is still perfectly good for it.
Yeah.
And now Pojo needs to idle a little, so still gonna
Yeah,
just be
this
human
measure.
the whole way through. Mervo's probably gonna pick up some magic here. Might as well.
As
Yep.
well. Yep. Just to be safe.
Leans to the left with a magic pull, not leans to the right for the magic pull.
Oath gets called in at 2:31:20ish.
Someone mentioned Metroid Prime 2 Echoes was what that song was. Thank you.
Twin mold for Pojo. For the longest seed in SGL so far, probably going to be unmatched. I mean, I sure hope it's
I
unmatched.
sure hope it's unmatched. I sure hope so.
It ended up being a really close contest for us.
Mervo's gonna be pissed if he has another well seed. This is the second well seed that he had.
All right. Majora fades in. The arena fades in at 0:32 sharp for Muervo. Yeah, well, you know, probably around 20 seconds-ish.
Usually a lot of our runners love to go for the jump slash first.
Yeah.
I think it works out better. Because then you need to get up close anyways.
Yeah, but today both our runners have FD.
And you just beat
So-
that right after.
Yeah, it's point and click.
I don't know about like swapping to human for the bomb strat, but it's pretty much guaranteed you'll knock them down at a certain time versus trying to just flailessly swing those magic beams everywhere.
Yeah, Pojo's
Mervo
moved
is
arena
shaking in
fades
his chair. His camera is shaking.
Yeah. You know, Pojo only about 75 seconds behind.
And that bomb drop did nothing. One more
Alright,
hit from
Smitter.
Mervo to go through. 2 more hits for the third phase. Is Mervo just taking a sip right now? He's thirsty. He knows.
Yeah, this
No.
cutscene's gonna take a bit. FF7 normal boss encounter music.
Interesting. No magic slash to knock that down.
Yeah. Tough getting a lock on.
Just
oh no, this is done.
2 more. This is the last volley. This is the last volley. This
So much interference.
is the last volley.
GG Muervo.
Mervo, put your hand up. Mervo, put your hand up. Oh.
And you know, respect to Pojo Bone Wolf, both runners survivors here today. What a seed, what a journey. Muervo GG, you are moving on.
Pojo's gonna finish it up.
Yeah. Pojo, you've earned it. You've earned it, Pojo.
Pojo really loves playing MMR.
One of the most dedicated runsters, a constant presence, you know, in public racing. You know, one of the best at encouraging folks to jump in and race with each other.
It's fucking it's so sweaty. So sweaty, man. Oh.
Good effort, Pojo. Good effort.
Good effort.
You know, really close contest in the end. And yeah, interview time. Interview time.
I would like to say GG's, Pojo. I would shake your hand, but I learned from my mistakes with him.
bit damp.
It's a bit down.
A little bit
It was
down.
a little
yeah.
sweaty race. A little sweaty race.
Yeah.
So how was the seed?
Did you have to ask?
I want to ask if you're okay, and my opponent is staring at me. You gotta wait. But
Just a little longer.
so the thing was, right? I think you were first to letter to Mama, right? Newsflash: Postman's Freedom had your mirror shield.
Is that what was on it?
Oh goodness, really?
I never peeked it.
You never peeked it.
No.
I don't think I ever.
You never peeked it as well. I thought you
Nobody
said you
peeked
were
it.
gonna peek it, and then I thought you
It
said
escaped
you
our
peeked it,
notice
you
in the
have to,
commentary,
but
but
yeah,
I'm sure if it's told.
yeah, no,
I
no one
couldn't
knew.
remember if I had or not, so I never bothered to do it.
Oh man.
I know. I was going to as well. That's why I went back in time. I was going to toilet hand
Yeah,
and Postman's Freedom after a while.
because I missed it. I kept missing the North Clocktown Tingle, and by the time I finally got it,
Yeah.
Postman had ran away and he wasn't in sight when I moved on to East Clocktown.
Yeah.
So,
I believe you were first though to actually do aroma and bar though.
Aroma and bar.
You were first to aroma and bar, so you technically had the best opportunity to double do it. Yeah. The race was really touch and go. Where was any other interesting parts, by the way?
Well, we were all
like-
fearing the
the
nightmare
keg
scenario.
location. The keg location.
The keg location was good. He was first to keg.
Really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
yeah,
first to
I
keg. He
found
did
keg
it
really
prior.
early.
You could have went into Snow at Temple first, but you opted not to.
I was
His
going-
first cycle was 48. Yours was 34.
Yeah, without the
pretty
live
different.
Split, without the live split, I can't really tell like how long my cycle is, so
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
a bit harder to judge.
Mhm.
But I was considering going into Snowhead. I was like, no, but I want the song knowledge.
Yeah,
I
the
know
song
Sean-
knowledge was pretty good. Ranch ended up having that FD. I was also really worried about that. He got his FD late. He got Oath first, but he didn't get FD until like way later.
Yeah,
'cause he just forgot about it.
I forgot to check dog roof chest.
He set up LTK, never actually completed it. You were first to both of those,
Yeah, that
checks?
was awful. That
Yeah.
was-
and that's how he got his FD.
yeah, that's how I got mine, isn't it? But
He
then I
was
get
first to light arrows. He had to progress his time.
Oh.
That's why he lost.
I
You
was-
went back in time randomly. We didn't know, but it ended up just working out because that you just ended up being in that cycle way longer anyways.
Yeah, I wanted it for paper. That's all I wanted it for. Just to get
Yeah.
the toilet hand. But that's it.
There's a lot of moments. He was also out of money, so he had to kill the dongos for 50 and then 100. You guys both kept on doing bank checks, like
I
taking
did-
from the
I
bank
just-
and doing anything related to the wallet. The wallet was dead the whole time too. You never did Honey and Darling. Honey and Darling was
Yeah.
another wallet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was an anti-bank seed for a change.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's still
anti-bank.
well suited, though. Do you know
It's a
what
well
makes it
suited.
funnier though?
Yeah.
Because you don't have a middle mouse button on the laptop.
Oh yeah, you
So
can't delete.
I accidentally put beneath the well as my fourth IC
Oh.
instead of terminal field. So I was just sat there the entire seat staring at it like, should I do this or not? You didn't even go look at the tracker. It's still
Yeah,
sat there.
yeah.
you want to know something?
Yeah.
I did the exact same thing.
No.
I accidentally hit enter twice on my tracker, and when I do that, it defaults to beneath the well. And
So
since I don't have a mouse with me, I can't, remove it. Funny thing was, I also did beneath the well for my foolish hits instead of Stone Tower. So, granted, I knew it wasn't foolish. I just did that and didn't bother trying to reset my tracker. So.
And obviously, between both of you guys, you only really had Mirror Shield chest left. If it ended up not being those, we all thought that the always hints could have also screwed you, because
Well-
even though they're not required,
Yeah.
one could have one and the other could have the other. So land title deed, gold dust on Seahorse, and Beaver Race holding your Romani's Master sound check.
Yeah.
Those could have been awful ones.
Yeah, it could have been bad. But my entire plan there was basically finish well. If that didn't pay out, do toilet hand and then give Postman's Freedom as well.
Yeah.
Then it would have. Yeah. That's all I had left. So,
Yes, that
yeah.
didn't have much left either.
Nope.
And Wervo, pardon the fake out, I nearly lost my
No,
chair.
I realized you were falling over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Real
happened to one of the runners before. You got to be really careful when you're up there.
Yeah, I've positioned my chair before. So
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I need
Yeah, there's not a lot of room on that stage.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm happy.
I really appreciate you guys putting on a show for us. It was the longest SGL seed, and you really entertained us.
May never be surpassed.
Unless, maybe my race with Ink later, and then with him later. Who knows? But it won't be on restream.
Oh.
But, yeah. I got nothing else to say. I need to get ready for my race. You guys have anything else?
Dinner.
Yeah.
I need dinner.
Well, you're going to eat dinner by yourself.
Yeah. GG,
Oh, well, well,
everybody.
GG's everyone.
Thank you.
GG.
All right. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for the opportunity. You two can shake hands. I'm gonna shake hands with the guy that isn't hand sweaty.
My hand isn't.
His hand is dry.
All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we have to do the. I guess we should shake hands there.
All right.
There. All
Thank you.
6. We're all done.
Right.
Sportsmanship is something we value here at SGL, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you all for sticking it out with us. There's going to be more exciting stuff coming to you from Virginia, but I won't be commentating whatever's on next, that's for sure. Have a good day, everybody.